Greetings, fight fans watching around the world to 200 plus countries on DAZN. I am Ansaribarz, and joining me tonight, Matt Bones Williams. This is RWS Rajadamnern World Series, and tonight in Thailand, it is Thai New Year. We are celebrating Songkran, and what better way than to celebrate Songkran than to bring to you 7 action-packed Muay Thai bouts. And in our main event, we have got a middleweight title on the line. We have got the #1 contender from Spain, Nayanesh Ayman, taking on the current champion, Petchmorakot.
Yeah, New Year's Eve here, Songkran tomorrow. No better way to spend it than Saturday night with RWS. Established in 1945, Rajadamnern Stadium has stood as the world's first Muay Thai stadium with 79 years of history. Rajadamnern Stadium is truly the home and birthplace of the art of the 8 limbs, the best form of striking in the world.
And of course, today, Muay Thai has entered a new era, not only for the sport, but for the stadium as well. With the establishment of RWS Rajadamnern World Series, one of the premier Muay Thai promotions on the face of the planet, RWS Rajadamnern World Series gathers some of the best Muay Thai fighters from all corners of the globe to identify the best strikers on earth. RWS is giving opportunities to elite fighters to compete at the home of Muay Thai, Rajadamnern Stadium. It's also home to the Great East Muay Thai Tournament and has brought prestige back to the Rajadamnern Stadium belt. Every week, that belt will be defended or fought for right here on RWS. And like I said, tonight is no different. We've got Petchmorakot defending his middleweight crown against Nayanesh Ayman in our main event. Alongside that, we've got 6 exciting fights. Let's have a look at the fight card. In the very first fight of the evening, the females will be up. Devina Martin from Australia will be taking on Namwan from Thailand. Second and final prelim of the evening sees Pejman from Iran taking on Amaury Prime from France.
Then a late replacement kicking down the door at RWS, and in comes the heavy hitter Petchsaensuk to start our main card versus Nuapayak. And then it's Thai New Year's fireworks, Pejman Thai lets him fly versus Ruslan.
And then in bout number 3, we've got View taking on Ronnachai in an exceptional featherweight bout. Moving on to our main event of the evening for the Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight crown, the champion Petchmorakot from Thailand will be taking on Nayanesh Ayman from Spain.
And then to tie it all up in a bow, it's the veteran Kongjak in the land of giants at 162 pounds, takes on Marwen Houli.
Like I said, an exceptional night of fights, so without further ado, let's get it underway. Welcome everybody to RWS Rajadamnern World Series!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Australian warrior, Devina Martin!
And in comes Devina Martin. The best memories are made at parties, so let's get this one started, Aaron. She's a strong heart sharpshooter, all the way from the City of Churches in Adelaide, Australia, to the Bangkok Krungthep, the City of Angels, returning to remind RWS fans just how good a Martin's sister party is.
And now, please welcome your Thai warrior from Chiang Rai. Please welcome Namwan!
Taking to the ring, #1, looking determined, making her way back to the Rajadamnern Stadium ring for a second time here on RWS. Unlike her opponent, she is undefeated, and I'm sure she'll be looking to keep that undefeated streak going here on Songkran night, here on RWS Rajadamnern World Series. The first fight of the evening, and it's the only female fight, and it pits Australia against Thailand. Seen some great female bouts over the weeks and months, and indeed years here on RWS. Some of those fights including these 2 fighters, Devina and Namwan. I am Ansaribarz, and if you're just joining us, tonight alongside Mr. Matt Bones Williams. How are you doing, Matt?
So all my Christmases have come at once as we look towards the tail of the tape.
And there you can see tonight's tail of the tape. In the red corner, we have Devina Martin from Australia, 27 years of age, standing at 160 centimeters, weighing in yesterday here at the stadium at 107.3 pounds. She has a reach of 165 centimeters. Born in Canberra in Australia, 15 victories, 3 losses and 1 draw on her professional record. Here on RWS, she is 1-1. Last year, she fought twice. First time in September against the very talented Zarina Islamova. More previously, in November, getting a victory, a very important victory over Nongpanfa, and that is when she decided to move down to this weight class, 108 pounds, and like I said, she looked phenomenal against Nongpanfa. She'll be hoping to retain that talent, that pressure here tonight against Namwan. Now you might be hearing Mr. Beer, the voice of RWS, the voice of Rajadamnern Stadium, just informing the crowd that the ladies are performing the Y Crew, and it's done before every traditional Muay Thai bout in honor of the fighters, masters, their trainers, and indeed the gym or camp they fight out of. And it dates back to the times when fighters were going to war and indeed would do this dance for good luck. Namwan in the blue corner. There you can see Devina looking ready, looking prepared. Of course, Australia got a deep and rich history in the sport of Muay Thai. There's Namwan, 22 years of age, 5 years younger than Devina. She also stands at 160 centimeters, weighing in yesterday here at the stadium, 106.3 pounds. She has a reach of 156 centimeters. So that means Devina Martin will have a 9 centimeter reach advantage over Namwan. She hails from Chiang Rai in the north of Thailand, and her professional record stands at 52 victories, 13 losses and 2 draws. And if you don't know, maybe you don't know because we haven't heard him commentate before, but Matt Bones Williams, his wife, is still a professional Muay Thai fighter, is that correct?
Yeah, she still is, mate, which is half my luck. She runs me around the house, but was originally scheduled to fight Devina Martin a long time back now, so very familiar with Devina Martin, a student of the game down in Australia. Was very hard to beat, even at 52 kgs, and made the move down to South Australia. Now trained at Strong Heart Muay Thai. Jordan Fielding heading up the team down there. One hand on the driver's One hand out the driver's side window, Ray-Bans on, just enjoying life over here in Bangkok, which is a very smart boxer, is Devina Martin, and the younger sister, if you recognise the surname of Diandra Martin, who's stamped her mark here at RWS in the past, and good to see her in the corner today too, Aaron. Yeah, 2 very talented sisters. Yeah, just going back, I know you were telling me that the wife's career is maybe, let's say, at the latter stages. It's a shame, really, because only 2 years ago, GSV came in, took over the stadium, and allowed females to compete for the first time, only, 3 years ago. But it's great to see, and I'm sure, as someone who trains female Muay Thai fighters, even though it has broken with tradition, it's a great thing to see females here competing at Rajadamnern Stadium. Yeah, and 2 really high-class, high-caliber athletes about to get it done here for fight number 1 on this incredible card on the eve of the Thai New Year. Absolutely, and of course, let's not forget, in our main event, the middleweight crown will be on the line. It will be Petchmorakot from Thailand, the champion against Nayanesh, Ayman. Songkran shirt is ready with the introductions. The voice of RWS, the voice of Rajadamnern Stadium, Mr. Beer.
Swadika, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Beer, the voice of Rajadamnern, your ringing us for this exciting evening. And first of all, Happy Thai New Year! Happy Songkran Festival! It is time for RWS Rajadamnern World Series. We are live at the world's first Muay Thai Stadium, Rajadamnern Stadium, the birthplace of Muay Thai, and watching live to over 200 countries around the world on DAZN. It is time to start the first prelim. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. introducing your referee, Mr. Pejman Tukdi. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, 27 years of age. She stands 160 centimeters tall and weighing at 107.3 pounds. She holds a record of 15 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw, representing Australia. Let's hear it for Devina Martin. Opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 22 years of age. She stands 160 centimeters tall and weighing at 106.3 pounds. She holds a record of 52 wins, 13 losses and 2 draws, representing Chiang Rai, Thailand. Let's hear it for Namwan.
Thank you, Mr. Devina. Fighters looking ready. A packed house here on RWS are ready, as are Matt and I. Let's get this one underway. 3 2-minute rounds of female 108-pound international Muay Thai action. Now, to start the proceedings here on RWS.
And Devina Martin back in Australia, she was doing a lot of 5-rounders, 3-minute rounds there too for the ladies. So she got gas for days. And the adjustment for her as she comes over to RWS is to put the pedal to the metal early and starting well in this one.
Yeah, certainly. Right kick to the body, left hand already connected for Devina. Looking laser focused once again, connecting with that right hand. Namwan though also looking quick. Oh, big hands there from Devina. Beautiful 1-2 combination.
Yeah, good strong boxer is Devina Martin as she looks to come forward and put Namwan onto the back foot. Left hook and a right hand connect.
Yeah, that left hook is money here. Of course, only 2 minutes, like you said. Sometimes internationally, females will be competing over 3 minutes. But here in Thailand, 2 minutes for the females, so they don't have a long time to work.
And to start, it's been Devina Martin who just cannot miss tonight with the hands.
Yeah, you can already see Namwan. She looks like she's in pain from either a left hook or one of those big right hands that have been flung, that have been connected by Devina, and there it is again.
Devina Martin standing straight back up to scratch. Oh, a little bit of razzle-dazzle stumbles. Namwan onto the back foot into the blue corner.
There's that right hand again, and Namwan, she keeps walking onto it. But I have to say, these educated hands of Devina Martin are really putting on a show for us here on Songkran night here on RWS.
The right hand just on a laser beam. She's like a sniper from 1,000 yards tonight. It's the South Australian. Right hand connects again and slays out of the way of the counter-attack from Namwan.
Yeah, she's beautiful the way, and I think she's using what we talked about, the reach to our advantage right now. Namwan, every time she seems to press, she seems to get countered. She walks straight into that right hand. Devina looking for it again. Namwan now trying to utilize those kicks. Devina though probably going to go back to what's working for her, of course, and those are the punches. Good low kick there. End of a fast-paced round at number 1 here on RWS. Of course, it's open scoring, so we'll get to see how the judges have indeed scored each and every round. The 10-busting system is in play, but I have to say, props to Devina Martin so far, Mike.
Yeah, she came like a bull out the gates, didn't she? And put the pressure straight away on the Thai fighter Namwan. The right hand and the left hook were on the money tonight. Big right kick to follow it up in that exchange, and Namwan just looked a little bit shook from the opener, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. Shaken, but not stirred. She still has 2 rounds to go, Namwan, but I'm going to predict that the judges might see Devina winning that one. But, like I said, it is open scoring. Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, all 3 judges. Star red 10, blue 9.
Just to really step up to the plate and make them feel your power, and it's working, paying dividends at the moment for Devina.
Yeah, you were just saying, you think that Namwan might come out with elbows there. I think we just saw her cornerman actually just tell her, to inform her, utilize the elbows if you can. Block the hooks that are coming in. She's fast though, isn't she? She's brought that speed down with her from 112 pounds. And of course, she looks a lot powerful. She's basically taken off where she left off in her last fight. against Nongkan. There you can see the punches landed in round one. My goodness, 47-11 in favour of Devina Martin.
Yeah, she's pulling ahead now as she backs up there to avoid an oncoming Namwan.
Yeah, with the elbow like you was talking about. Oh, beautiful switch of levels there from Devina.
And now chopping the front leg as Namwan comes forward. The right hand, it's straight and it's good. Snapping that head back. And sheer look of determination on Devina. She hasn't come here to take part, that's for sure. Again, the jab and then a low kick to finish.
Absolutely, you can see the eyes of Devina. Laser focusing in on her target. Another beautiful right kick to the body. She's fighting smart here as well, fighting off the back foot. She's not gone in for the kill like some fighters would. And then that gives opportunities to your opponent. She's happy to stand on the back foot and looking to counter-strike. And like you said again, just utilise that length of hers. And it's working perfectly here with 40 seconds left on the clock.
Namwan traditionally more of a narrower stance. So if she's forced to come forward.
Goodness, what a jab. And again, doubling up there, Matt.
She's going to struggle to parry away those punches as her hands low now from Namwan. A look of concern written across her face as it's bruised from those big punches. The left hand again from Devina and a right kick there, but loses balance. And the crowd applaud these two ladies as they get back to their feet.
Absolutely. We were talking about in round number one how beautiful that right hand of his. But here in round number two, you've got to say that left jab is looking on fire. End of round two. A little bit of a despondent Namwan heading back to the blue corner. More cheers in the corner of Devina Martin. I think that they think they've taken round number two, and I have to agree with them. I think they will be well within their rights to believe that they'll be 2 rounds up. Let's have a look at these highlights.
Yeah, it was Devina who found herself in the clinch early in the second round. As we thought, Namwan came out slicing and dicing like a Ginsu 2000 with those elbows, but to no avail. It was the boxing time and time again from Devina. Look at that jab and just steps up to her left-hand side, creates some space to get some more of this beautiful violence done with the hands and a big right kick. The exclamation point on round number 2.
I love those jabs though, my goodness. So beautiful. And then she doubled up that time, and Namwan really struggling to deal with it. All right, let's see how the judges have scored round 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second round, all 3 judges scoring 10, blue 9. For the total score, all 3 judges score 20-18.
In the books. Let's see what happens here in this third and final round. But tremendous display, has to be said, Matt.
Yeah, and interesting looking at taking in those pictures from in between rounds. 2 very different stories told there, the blue corner of Namwan. Very silent and sullen. They know what they need to do. They need to come out and knock Devina out, take out the invading Australian who just comes back with more of the same to open up her account in the third round.
She's looking amazing here. She's almost reverted back to round number 1 now. She's been a lot more aggressive. Almost a good elbow there from Namwan. But Devina once again clipping her with that right hand. They can see the strikes landed 27-11 in round 2. Just those 1-2s. Namwan really doesn't know how to handle them.
Yeah, the strong art, Jim, have always had good boxing, good hands. Again, just snaps that head back while she's a Pez dispenser. Devina Martin feeling herself there tonight. In the clinch once more, here comes Namwan. What can she do? Can she find an elbow?
Well,
can she find something? But look, the base compromised now. I think she's just a little bit lost for options is Namwan.
The interesting thing that Namwan has done is that she's tried to fight fire with fire against Devina. She's tried to match her within the boxing realm, and I don't think that's worked for her at all.
She's all heart though. Look at her coming forward. Namwan not going to die wondering here tonight. Not a lot of time to problem solve, but looks like she might have found the left elbow there, but now looking fatigued. Stumbles out to her left-hand side. Devina meets her in the middle. Just playing behind a long jab and a teep now. Fakes with the right hip to set up that right hand straight down the pipe.
Yeah, with 40 seconds left on the clock, it's not looking good here for Namwan. She needs something incredibly special to try and take out Devina Martin. But I tell you what, she almost found her with a left elbow there.
Well, at this point, she might need someone to throw her in a chair from the front row to get Devina Martin out of here. The Martin sisters got tough old heads. And now, look, Namwan looking to dance out of the way of Devina's having none of that. She said, come here, lady, get some more of this. It's all bad intentions.
Final 5 seconds. A tremendous display of Muay Thai from Devina Martin from Australia. Namwan, like you said, Matt, she showed great heart. She tried to match her, which I don't think was a smart tactic realistically, but all the props, I'm taking nothing away from Namwan. I'm taking nothing away from what we witnessed there from Devina Martin. And I think you can see Namwan there just acknowledging that as well in the corner, even though he's wearing that shirt. Props to him. Let's have a look at the highlights here from the fight.
Yeah, well, it was the right hand initially, wasn't it, from Devina Martin, but as the fight went on, she started getting behind her jab too, which helped accommodate some more of those big strikes. And when she put a little cherry on the top with the kick to the body, it was a real exclamation point that set the pair apart. But it was all power, big things and small packages coming all the way from Adelaide. The strong hard girl, Devina Martin, snaps the head back once more with that beautiful jab,
Yeah.
which she did.
And then for a second time here.
And that's lovely, just stepped off to the left-hand side, Damien Elamos-esque if you don't mind.
What a compliment that is. All right, we'll make this one official. Mr. Beer is in the ring waiting, and then we'll move on to our second bout of the evening here on RWS.
Ladies and gentlemen, of the 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 30 to 27. Declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision. Red corner, Devina Martin.
In this kind of form, Devina Martin, one of the best 108-pounders.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Iranian warrior, Pejman Ansaribarz.
And here comes Iran's very own Petchman on short notice to replace Sahin, who burst onto the scene spinning his way to victory. And rumour has it, he probably hasn't stopped spinning since, but Petchman is quite the opposite, cool, calm and considered, and tougher than a jandal sandwich. It's showtime, it's go time for the Iranian warrior Petchman. And now it's showtime and go time for Petchman.
And now, please welcome your French warrior, Amaury.
And here comes his opponent. The cheers of many French in attendance, I assume, Amaury Prime, making his way to the Rajadamnern Stadium ring. He's been here before, but this is the first time he's debuted here on RWS Rajadamnern World Series. He's got a lot of experience on other so-called entertainment shows here in the Kingdom of Thailand. But right now, right here, he is at the show. So second and final prelim of this evening's RWS. We saw a great opening bout here. Saw a tremendous performance by an Australian. This one, an international bout at 133 pounds. In the red corner, Pejman Ansaribarz from Iran, 21 years of age, standing at 170 centimeters, weighing in yesterday at 132.6 pounds. He has a reach of 172 centimeters. Born in Lordagan in Iran, 43 professional Muay Thai bouts, 30 victories, 13 losses. Pejman himself, he's been competing in Thailand and in neighbouring countries also, getting a lot of experience. So I'm interested to see how he does here tonight on his debut on RWS, and indeed his debut at Rajadamnern Stadium. In the blue corner, Amaury Prime, the Chevalier from France, 27 years of age, 6 years the elder. He also stands at 170 centimeters, weighing in at 132.8 pounds. He has a reach of 164 centimeters, so a 6 centimeter reach advantage for Pejman. Born in Nantes in France, 27 victories, 12 losses. There you can see the aerial shot. The birthplace of Muay Thai, Rajadamnern Stadium. 80 years of incredible Muay Thai action, history. And here tonight, we have Matt Williams commentating in what is a dream come true, I believe.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Yeah, so good to be here. I told you when I got here, man, I got goosebumps walking into this place. So much history. And I'll be watching it from afar, but here tonight, the best seat in the house, alongside with you all, joining us for our second prelim bout.
With the introductions, Mr. Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second prelims of RWS Rajadamnern World Series. This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. Introducing your referee, Mr. Krishnat Bunyad. And now, introducing first, fighting over the red corner, 21 years of age. He stands at 170 centimeters tall and weighing at 132.6 pounds. He holds a record of 30 wins and 13 losses, representing Iran. Let's hear it for Petchman Ansaribarz. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 27 years of age. He stands at 170 centimeters tall and weighing in 132.8 pounds. He holds a record of 27 wins and 12 losses, representing France. Let's hear it for Amaury.
Two nations in Iran and France that history dictates have really taken to the sport of Muay Thai. Let's see what happens when they put them against each other. 133 pounds, just below the lightweight limit. Of course, the current champion, Sangmani, was in action most recently. Left high kick there straight away from Petchman. Wow, Prime took that well. Looked like a connected flush, maybe more foot than shin, but still. Beautiful sweep there from Prime.
And good strong low kick there from Amaury. Pejman, he's looked good with the kicks early on. The Iranian fighters, often good strong kick fighters. We've seen a lot of talent coming out of Iran, and certainly an emerging country on the scene. And
absolutely.
Here in Thailand, the French, they've had many champions, and Amaury looking to follow suit tonight. Good strong punches from the Frenchman, and another sweep, catches the leg and kicks the base out from Petchman to see him down to the mat.
Yeah, you can see Amaury Prime. Two of his heroes, Ramon Decker and Rafi Moik, of course, French fighter who became a Lumpini Stadium champion. Good low kicks from Prime. Petchman tying him up. Amaury Prime just walking him down.
He's like Optimus Prime tonight, isn't he? As he just marches on forward. A good right knee there from Petchman. Beautiful timing, just stabbed it into the midriff. Looking comfortable on the back foot is Petchman. Just happy to play up against the ropes and trying to ward off this onslaught from Amaury with some strong tips and a right kick, but once again finds himself coming up off the mat.
Yeah, Prime very confident. The fact that he keeps hunting him down, he keeps moving forward, closing that distance. Could find himself in trouble, but he doesn't seem to care. As long as he can throw those low kicks and find some hands, that's all he's worrying about right now.
Well, Murray got a little bit of a warning there from the referee for using the instep. The referee's all over it these days. Has to be the front of the shin, Aaron, as you know.
Yeah, can't hook the leg.
See the two enter the clink. The referee separates and action resumes. 1 minute left on the clock in the first, and it's the Frenchman storming forward. There's some big punches and again with the sweep.
We've got a clash of styles with this one, haven't we? We've got Amaury Prime, he wants the low kicks, he wants the hands, he wants to move forward. We've got Pejman, who seems to be happy on the back foot. He's throwing more kicks. Here we are in the clinch. Good knee there from Pejman. Close round, not easy to score this one.
Yeah, like you say, clash of styles. The sweeps don't necessarily score as high as it might be perceived in some other countries as Amaury enters the matrix, leans back like Neo to avoid that big right high kick.
Yeah, beautiful kick to the body as well. There from Pejman, good hands at the end of this round here from Amaury Prime. And a beautiful low kick again. I've got to say that left leg is looking compromised, Matt.
Yeah, that was a big moment.
And again.
You have to feel
And again.
really buckling that front leg of Petchman. Oh no, it's bad news bears for Pejman.
Late in the first round with some big low kicks from the Frenchman, who's happy with his work.
Seems that way, doesn't it? He's walking back gingerly, is Pejman. That left leg, well, it took a little bit of a battering in round number 1. And that might dictate how the judges see it, because he didn't really block many of those kicks. It was a close round though. Let's have a look at these highlights. That was straight away. Beautiful left high kick. Beautiful dexterity being shown there by the Iranian.
Yeah, that was good work to maintain his balance on that sweep attempt and came through with some big work. But how's this big knee from Petchman just sending Amaury back a couple of steps? The power certainly favours the Frenchman. Some big right hands there. Desi had Pejman stuck in his own corner. A close round, like you say, with probably the biggest moment being the low kicks, especially late in the first.
Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, all 3 judges started on Newton.
Ouch, no doubt, because that leg is in all kinds of hurt.
We just saw a glimpse there of Kongjak in the corner, who of course will be fighting in our last fight of the evening, supporting Pejman. All right, let's see what happens here in round 2. But one up here for the Chevalier, the French fighter Amaury Prime.
Showing his experience in the short round formats is Amaury Prime. Good strong check there, but the right shin sneaks through for Petchman. He's showing a bit more intensity coming into the second.
Yeah, good start. Oh, beautiful left hook. Right low kick combo there from Amaury Prime. You can see how close he was. Significant strikes landing in round 1, 25 to 27. If Petchman would have blocked some of those low kicks, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I think Murray might even try and get Petchman to miss and then get him low while he's out of position. He's stalking forward now, trying to find the mark. The right hand to the body, comes upstairs with the left hook. Here comes Amaury Prime. Pejman having nothing of it, trying to shut that one down. Chest to chest now.
Yeah, it's an interesting cat and mouse game we've got on here, because Amaury Prime and Pejman know exactly what Amaury Prime is looking for, and that's those low kicks. Now, that could open other things up for Amaury Prime, but he doesn't need to do that. If he just concentrates on keep going for that leg, that could win him the round. That could end the fight.
And he just sends him skyward, collecting some air miles there to Pejman, courtesy of Amaury Prime. By the way, what a name, Amaury Prime. Good strong teeth there from Pejman, just trying to maintain some distance between him and the Frenchman, who has it backed up now to the ropes. Catches the kick with the left hand's good from the Iranian fighter Pejman.
Oh, big elbow there, I think, from Prime as he pushed in, and I think, yeah, it's caused the cut. The left eyebrow is starting to bleed now from that beautifully timed right elbow from Amaury Prime. A good elbow of his own there from Petchman. What you want to see, a fighter who might have been compromised, who might have been cut, give him back exactly what was given to him. Credit to Petchman.
Yeah, well, these opportunities mean so much to these young fighters, and Pejman, he wants it so bad now. Blood leaking from the face, backed up in his own corner. 1 minute to go in the second, but it's Amaury with some big punches, sways out of the way of that kick and gets in for more.
Yeah, at the end of round number 1 as well, Amaury Prime is starting to come out on top as well. So it looks like history is repeating it here. You can see Amaury on the front foot, attacking him with left and right hands. And I'm sure we're about to see some more low kicks as well before the bell rings.
He's kind of gone away from them over the past minute or so. You can see a big bruise, a big contusion on the top of his head from an elbow courtesy of the Iranian. Into the clinch now once more, 20 seconds left to play, and what's been an incredibly entertaining fight for our second prelim.
It has. It's been an incredibly brutal round 2 as well here. 10 seconds left on the clock. Pejman looking a little bit tired in my opinion, starting to hold on to the ropes there. Beautiful right low kick, moving out of the way of Amaury Prime, and once again going back to the leg. Wow. History does repeat. Once again you can see the last shot of the round was Amaury Prime connecting with a beautifully timed low kick that looked like it stung, looked like it hurt Pejman. But a great round from both fighters nonetheless. Let's have a look at these highlights.
Both fighters took some real damage in the second. The left hook was good for Pejman to accommodate the big right body kick, but it was more of the same from Amaury Prime until he ate that huge left hook from Petchman. The right elbow was good too. 3 times the charm for the Iranian. And how's the boxing to the low kick combinations from Prime? You'd imagine he'll look for more of the same in the third, because it was a defeated, tired-looking Pejman who took a massive low kick late in that round and ambled over to his stool. Aaron.
Yeah, let's have a look how the judges have scored it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second round, all 3 judges scoring on blue turn. On a total score, all 3 judges score 18 to 20.
Has to come out in round number 3. I don't think he can back up as much as he was in round 1 and 2 and try and take out Amaury Prime, which is going to be an incredibly tough and difficult job to do.
Yeah, I think we can expect Pejman to come out like a Beyblade spinning with those elbows, looking to slice away at Amaury Prime, who looks like he could go another 20 rounds. He's looking really fresh, coming excellent condition.
Yeah, props to Look Yamo Gym, where he's based.
No de-Bordeaux Reds or croissants for Prime. And yeah, looking to go back to work on that leg, and why wouldn't he? It's seriously compromised. Little sweep in the clinch. Sees Pejman have to pick himself up off the mat yet again, which is psychologically, that can really defeat you, especially when you're already fatigued. Trying to go upstairs now with Pejman.
He's been warned a couple of times about Prime about hooking the leg. But the referee's not decided yet to take the point away. Just has to be a little bit wary of that. Good start here from Petchman, even trying the flying knee.
Not what you'd usually expect from a fighter with a compromised base, but Petchman looking for the highlight reel finish as a left hook whizzes by the nose of Prime. Boxing off the back foot as Petchman comes crashing back in with the right hand, but is met by the elbow from Amaury Prime.
Short arm salute once again there from the Frenchman. And happy to be in the clinch right now, because all he's doing is just running down the clock. Pejman, he needs those seconds to try and do something very special. Big right hand though, once again from Amaury Prime, who's backing him up, left hand there. Pejman looking for the elbow strikes. And I think you called it as well. Amaury Prime is looking the fitter of the two. He has more in the gas tank right now. Another right low kick there from Amaury Prime.
And it is tiring to fight off the back foot, Aaron. Yeah. Especially in a high-paced, high-volume fight like this. And it's Amaury, chest to chest once more. He'll look to create some separation and pick up where he left off. The left hook is good, but just falling in behind his punches now a little bit. I think he's just trying to eat up the clock. 2 enemies facing the Iranian now. Father time and the hands of Amaury Prime.
Beautiful hand speed there from Amaury Prime. Once again, you can see Pejman, what he's looking for. Maybe one big Hail Mary, one big elbow strike. But I'm not sure he's got enough energy to actually deliver something as crisp to indeed drop, floor and finish Amaury Prime.
And it's hard to generate power when your legs are taking that much damage as he spins, but nothing doing. Look like Billy Al out there.
Yeah, let's not forget his leg is compromised, so that makes it even more difficult as well.
Yeah, correct. And yeah, with 30 seconds left to play, it's Pejman, the travelling Iranian, who needs something big, but has he got anything left in the tank? Amaury's looking good, looking to get the judges out of this one.
Yeah.
Back to work on the leg.
He's going for that leg. And again, at the end of the round, exactly the same system, formation, tactics that we saw in first and second round. The end of the round, with what, 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds left. I'm just going to go straight for that leg. And masterful performance from Amaury Prime.
Yeah, what a statement he's made tonight. Amaury Prime, remember the name, it's not that hard to forget. And the French crowd that have come to cheer their man on, stand to their feet.
You can see just how tired Petchman is after those 3 rounds against Prime. And like you said, Prime doesn't look like he's broke a sweat. Not Easter, but he does have a big egg on his head, unfortunately, from an elbow shot, I think, that he took from Petchman. But apart from that, pretty sublime. C'est magnifique from Amaury Prime. Let's have a look at these highlights. There was the big right elbow. He went for the third, blocked.
Yeah, you got to respect Pejman. I reckon he won a few fans here tonight.
True.
Aaron, as he looked to try and get Amaury out of there. He landed some big elbows, but Amaury Prime well moisturised and just everything glancing off him. Both boys know they've been in a fight, that's for sure. Took some huge damage And how was the finish to this fight as Amaury Prime went to the leg 1, 2, 3 times. I learned how to count to 10 in French as the crowd cheered him on. Some beautiful pictures there, brought to you by RWS as sweat, blood spray. Oh, left elbow lands from Amaury Prime, the head snap back, but she's all signed, sealed and delivered here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 30-27. Declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision. Blue corner, Amaury Prime.
A wonderful performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, in December this year marks 80 years since Rajadamnern Stadium was built, starting a new era of professional Muay Thai. But Muay Thai has never been just a sport. It is a cultural treasure of Thailand. To celebrate going into the 80th anniversary of Rajadamnern Stadium, tonight we will take you on a journey through the world of the art of 8 limbs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is in my honor to present to you Muay Thai.
For thousands of years, Thai fighters have been creating the martial art that we know today as Muay Thai. Their moves were developed in the heat of battle and evolved through the many wars fought on this land. The land that was eventually known as Siam, and now Thailand. Muay Thai fighters were a lethal weapon. Their techniques were perfected over the centuries to instantly stop or kill their opponents. Their fists, elbows, knees, and shins delivered strikes that could bring an enemy down in a split second. The fighter's skill and knowledge of Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs, was the deciding factor in many battles. In close combat, their limbs turned into deadly weapons to wreak havoc on the enemy. When the king's elephant entered the battlefield, the best Muay Thai fighters guarded its 4 legs with their lives, protecting the king on the elephant's back. As long as the sovereign lived, Siam would be victorious. In times of peace and prosperity, the art of 8 limbs stayed alive in Siam in the form of a challenge and a competition. It was entertainment for the people, but also a key test for fighters who wanted to join the King's Guard. During this era, Muay Thai developed as a martial art and remained popular with Thai people from its roots in battle through years of Siam's independence to modern Thailand. In 1945, in Bangkok, the world's first official Muay Thai stadium was built, starting the global era of Muay Thai as a professional sport. Rajadamnern Stadium became the foundation on which the ancient traditions and a modern structure allowed Muay Thai to explode onto the world stage. It all happened here at Rajadamnern. It was here where the sport's first official governing body was assembled. It was here where the first official competition rules were written. It was here where the world's most prestigious Muay Thai championship title was first awarded. And it was here where the legends of Muay Thai fought for their glory. For over 8 decades of epic battles in this arena, Rajadamnern Championship Belt remains the most prestigious and coveted title in Muay Thai worldwide. During this time, Rajadamnern Stadium transformed from an outdoor Muay Thai ring into a world-class sports venue. Muay Thai became a global phenomenon, attracting fighters and viewers from all over the world. Meanwhile, Rajadamnern continued to set the golden standard of authentic Muay Thai for the whole sport, preserving and promoting thousands of years of Muay Thai history and tradition. Like the Thai warriors centuries ago, athletes at Rajadamnern cover their heads with Workpoint, a sacred headpiece. It brings blessings from their teachers and reinforces their bond and respect. They put on Prachiya, a handcrafted talisman Thai warriors wore to channel strength and protection from their ancestors. Before each bout, fighters circle the ring, bowing their heads at every corner in the ancient ceremony of 𝐌𝐔𝐀𝐘𝐈. Through a dance deeply rooted in their own heritage and spirituality, fighters pay tribute to their mentors and the sport of Muay Thai itself. From the first strike and to this day, every fight in this arena is accompanied by 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒, a traditional Thai orchestra. The music follows the fighters' every move, creating a deep spiritual connection between the fighters and the audience. This is the purest and most authentic way to experience Muay Thai. The only way to experience Muay Thai. Rajadamnern Stadium is where the sport of Muay Thai was born and where its legendary history lives on. For professional Muay Thai fighters from all over the world, Rajadamnern is the final frontier. Only in this very arena can fighters achieve the highest honor in Muay Thai, the Rajadamnern Championship belt, and join the ranks of legends. Every fight in this arena is a journey through rich and vibrant history of Thailand, a martial art that was forged in battle. Traditions that survived through the centuries, legendary fighters that rose to be crowned champions. Every round, every bout, every move you will see today is the heritage of Thailand. Because this is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern.
Ladies and gentlemen, Muay Thai is a cultural treasure of Thailand. It is time to experience the heart and soul of Muay Thai with the amazing sound of Rajadamnern Peklong Orchestra. We are bringing Songkran Festival to Rajadamnern Stadium. Let's honor the tradition, celebrate the culture, and Let's splash into the fun all together. Happy Songkran Festival!
Welcome back to RWS Rajadamnern World Series. I'm still Ansaribarz. This is still Matt Williams, and we are still celebrating Songkran here at the birthplace of Muay Thai. We've just witnessed two scintillating prelim fights, and now we are entering into tonight's main card. And of course, all roads lead to our main event. The Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight crown will be on the line. Petchmorakot, the champion, against Nayanesh Ayman from Spain.
And starting this week, all main event Rajadamnern titles will be subject to a special bonus. Win your fight, 150,000 baht. Send your opponent to the canvas for a knockout, an extra 200,000 baht.
Absolutely, and of course, if you continue to fight over the 5 rounds showing heart, grit, and determination, you could win an extra 100,000 baht. So some incredible fights. We've witnessed some incredible fights already. Let's get the main card on the road. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the RWS main card.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Thai warrior fighting out of Surin, Thailand, Nuapayak.
And here comes Nuapayak. He's an experienced 5-round campaigner, ranked with the WMO as well as in the top 10 here at Rajadamnern. So when you see his name, you can expect top-tier talent, fit for the #1 show on the planet. And tonight, the technical kick fighter will test his mettle over the short form game. And the Northern Thailand boy will look to entertain. Welcome, Nuapayak to RWS.
And now, please welcome your Thai warrior fighting out of 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐃, Thailand, Petchsaensuk.
And there you can see Petchsaensuk coming to the ring. Got a storied history in the sport of Muay Thai, and he has competed in entertainment as well. Very powerful fighter. And he's looking to make a big statement, almost looking to get his fight career back on track, looking to get back to the top of his game. And a win over Nuapayak here tonight will certainly do that. I am Ansaribarz. Joining me still is Matt Williams. And it's tonight's main card here on RWS on Songkran. Before we head into the main card, let's have a look at the fight card.
It's Nuapayak who's entered the ring now to take on Petchsaensuk, and straight after that one, heading in to 2 heavy hitters, it's Petchmai, the big middleweight, looking to
Take on a familiar foe and Ruslan Naghiyev.
And then an incredible featherweight bout. View will be taking on Ronnachai. That could have implications for the Rajadamnern featherweight title. And then In the fourth bout of the evening, it will be main event time for the Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title. Nayanesh Ayman, who's now ranked number 1 at the stadium, will be taking on the champion, Petchmorakot.
And then it's the veteran to tie it all up in a bow at the end of the night, Kongjak at 162 pounds, taking on Houli. It's Marwen Houli from Tunisia.
Incredible fight card, an incredible night. And of course, it is Songkran here in Thailand. There you can see the tail of the tape for our very first fight in tonight's main card at 120 pounds. In the red corner, Nuapayak from Thailand, 21 years of age, standing at 173 centimeters and weighing in at 119.3 pounds. He has a reach of 173 centimeters. Born in Surin in Thailand, 75 wins, 10 losses and 2 draws from 87 fights. Making his RWS debut, promoted by Petchmai, former True For You light flyweight champion. In the blue corner, Petchsaensuk from Thailand, also 21 years of age. He stands at 165 centimeters, so an 8 centimeter height advantage there for Nuapayak. Weighed in at 121.5 pounds. There you can see the dome of Rajadamnern Stadium lit up now. And a lot of the attendees here are in awe of what they're witnessing. It's quite a spectacle, it really is, and it just creates this magnificent atmosphere at the world's first Muay Thai stadium. So Saensuk, he weighed in at 121.5 pounds. Has that reach of 165 centimeters, so a reach advantage for Nuapayak, as you might suspect. Born in Phetchabun in Thailand, 70 victories, 27 losses and 3 draws. What about this? Super fight action. Sangmani will be defending his title against Jalam. Another super fight, this time on the 17th of May here on RWS. I cannot wait for that one. 2 absolute superstars going head to head. Trying to get to the upper echelons of this sport. We've got Nuapayak, who is 21, and indeed Petchsaensuk, who's also 21. He has a professional record, Petchsaensuk, of 70 wins, 27 losses and 3 draws. Also making his RWS debut. He's promoted by 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 and a Muay Siam Eastern Region light flyweight champion.
Yeah, well, Nuapayak, he's coming off a really impressive performance where he sent 5 big right kicks after another right home to the keeper to win by knockout. A training stablemate of Jigsaw, the current Rajadamnern title holder. So 2 really experienced gentlemen debuting tonight on RWS, and what a way to get the party started for our main event. The entree was nutritious, but the main card, the main course is delicious.
With the introductions for the first fight of our main card and the return of Mr. Beer.
Sawadee krap, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RWS Rajadamnern World Series. My name is Beer, the voice of Rajadamnern, your announcer, and happy Songkran, and now we are entering the main card. Tonight, we have 5 bouts on the main card featuring the main event, Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title. It is time to start the first main card of the evening. This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. Introducing your referee, Mr. Jirasin Sirarasakun. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, 21 years of age. He stands 173 centimeters tall and weighed in at 119.3 pounds. He holds a record of 75 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws. He is former True For You light flyweight champion, representing Surin Province, Thailand. Let's hear it for Nuapayak. And his opponent, opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 21 years of age. He stands 165 centimeters tall and weighing 121.5 pounds. He holds a record of 70 wins, 27 losses, and 3 draws. He is Muay Siam Eastern Legion Light Flyweight Champion, representing 𝐷𝐀𝐃𝐃𝐈, Thailand. Let's hear it for Petchsaensuk.
Two very young and talented fighters go head to head. 3-minute rounds at 120 pounds.
It'll be interesting to see how Petchsaensuk approaches this one. Nuapayak originally scheduled to fight Rajadamnern.
Yep.
Similar style, an aggressive come forward fighter, so won't need to make too many adaptations. Nuapayak, and very good kick fighter, excellent in the clinch. There's a tremendous switch kick on him. He's looking to chip away low, but I guess, mate, perhaps it's a story about how fast can Nuapayak acclimatise to the 3-round format where Petchsaensuk is so experienced.
Yeah, it's very true. We see fighters coming from the 5 round into RWS, and it can be hit or miss. Some of them adapt very well. It's almost like they've been unshackled and they've been unleashed, and they're allowed to perform almost more violently, more viciously over the 3 rounds, and they really take to it. And others, they struggle. They struggle with the pace because, as you know, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers know as well, over those 5 rounds, the first round, you're almost taking off. And indeed some of the second round as well, where of course here it is a sprint from the opening bell to the end.
You can see just how tall Petchsaensuk is at 120 pounds as he looks to slice and dice with an elbow early, looking to draw the first blood. Here's the blue corner, Petchsaensuk. Sorry, Nuapayak.
Oh, beautiful right hand there from Nuapayak. And a right kick. Both these fighters coming off knockout victories, as Matt was talking about, and both last month as well.
Yeah, Petchsaensuk, well, yeah, he's done some stuff with the small gloves too, a heavy punch and a low kick. But at the moment, it's Nuapayak who's coming forward, catches that kick, returns with the right hand and the left kick to the body.
I think the low kick from Nuapayak is actually working wonders right now. And I think that Petchsaensuk is very wary of that. That's why he's trying to move away from that right low kick.
Did a good job of just collecting that kick and sticking the right hand down the pipe to what dude Nuapayak. Just really stamping his claim to the middle of the ring and pushing Petchsaensuk onto the back foot, which is not what we expected coming into this one, Aaron.
No, we didn't. I think he's showing a little bit too much respect right now to Nuapayak. Oh, big left hand. That's the sort of shot he's looking for, isn't it? Off the ropes, looking to spring and counter. And he found that left hook. So a warning shot there for Nuapayak, who's at it pretty much his own way with, what, 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, you can see there's some real thunder in those hands. It's a short frame, but it's a powerful frame of Petchsaensuk. He cops one on the chin, courtesy of the right foot of Nuapayak. He's swinging a miss with the left hand from the blue corner. This round starting to wind up now. It hasn't had a ton of action in it, but there's some signs of brilliance and some real power.
A little bit of sign of frustration as well in the face there of Petchsaensuk, who's been struggling with the height of Nuapayak and indeed the reach as well, especially when it pertains to those right low kicks. Let's have a look at the highlights here from round number 1. The majority of the work, though, like you said, was being done by Nuapayak. A nice right low kick there from Petchsaensuk. But then when he got him down like that, when he struck him with that right low kick, he seemed to just back up. And you see that left leg is being compromised because Nuapayak just keeps on finding it.
Yeah, he's chipping away low.
He is.
And probably no more as a kicker of the body as Nuapayak. So keeping everybody guessing here, breaking the rhythm of the shorter, more powerful fighter who goes swinging and hunting with the left hook. Nothing doing on that occasion, but like you say, Aaron, some warning shots fired in round number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, all 3 judges scoring 10, blue 9.
So he's struggling to get his career sort of back on track. There's plenty of time left, of course. He is only 21 years of age. But for Nuapayak, well, he's 4-1 from his last 5. So if you're basing a fight on form, you'll probably go for Nuapayak. But anything happens in the sport of Muay Thai. Can and does happen. Let's see what happens here in round number 2. But we need to see a lot more from Petchsaensuk, no doubt about that.
Nuapayak goes straight back to work on that lead leg, just catching him as he steps forward and then upends him with a good sweep. Nuapayak picking up where he left off, using all that length with the teep. Petchsaensuk needs to come forward, but he's got some real problems to deal with. The teep's good for Nuapayak, so are the kicks. Gets some punches off there, but eats an elbow for his trouble.
He really does, and you can see the strikes landing in round number 1. 31-7 in favour of Nuapayak. I mean, that tells the story, doesn't it?
I'm certainly not known for my mathematics, but that one I can figure out without an abacus, Aaron, as Petchsaensuk comes forward with some big punches. It's a good left kick from Nuapayak. Misses with the teep, resets. Oh, the left hook almost took out the referee and the front row. He's got so much power, but just struggling to find his mark.
There's a nice right hand there from Nuapayak. But yeah, we've seen a lot more aggression now, as we needed to do, from Petchsaensuk. So that's good signs. But the great equaliser is the low kick that's really putting Petchsaensuk on the back foot and making him think as well.
And we saw some good signs in the clinch from Nuapayak, as he's rumoured to have such a good clinch game, and the taller fighter you expect him to. Almost got to the back really up of Petchsaensuk. Fighters reset in the middle, half round done in round number 2. As Nuapayak has done some real damage to the leg, the right kick getting going now. Remembering he finished his last fight with successive right kicks to the body.
Oh, he's in pain. Petchsaensuk's leg's gone. It's over. That's it. After some beautiful leg strikes in round number 1, he gets the job done with that technique in round number 2. War in the basement, they call it. And that's what happened in round 1. And then in round 2, he knew exactly what he needed to do, and he was setting up. And I think Petchsaensuk knew that he was on borrowed time. That's why he was showing a little bit more aggression, trying to make it uncomfortable, trying to make Nuapayak make mistakes. But unfortunately, Nuapayak just too good for that. Extends his record in 2025 to 3-0. Unfortunately, Petchsaensuk, he is hobbling out of the ring after all those low kicks. Big credit to Nuapayak. Let's have a look at the destruction.
Nuapayak just crashing that right shin home into the rear leg. As Petchsaensuk turned southpaw there, just trying to hide that back leg, but there was no hiding it from this man. What a debut from Nuapayak. The right shin to the thigh, sent his man crumbling to the ground, and that was all she wrote. Signed, sealed, and delivered here for the debutant.
Absolutely. Let's make this one official, and then we'll move on to our next bout of the evening.
After 1 minute and 45 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout, red corner, Nuapayak.
Beautiful by Nuapayak, getting the job done against Petchsaensuk. Give credit to Petchsaensuk, he did come in as a late replacement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Thai warrior, the X-Man, Petchmai.
Petchmai enters the arena to face a man who he's felled before in Ruslan. This fight, a rematch between two Goliaths of the 160-pound division. Petchmai, the former title contender at middleweight, can be a slow starter, but once he gets going, he's like a fat man falling forwards. It takes a lot of stopping. The former WBA Asian boxing champion, the former middleweight title contender, Petchmai, is back for blood here tonight on the eve of Songkran. Welcome back to RWS, Petchmai.
And now, please welcome your Azerbaijan warrior, the body snatcher, Ruslan, Naghiyev.
Started his career at 154 pounds super welterweight in the tournament, in fact here on RWS. But at 160 pounds, he's really starting to make his mark now here at the stadium. Ranked top 10 and with potentially an eye on that belt in the future. Who knows if he continues to perform the way he has been doing, specifically in his last fight, then anything is possible for this very big and powerful Ruslan Naghiyev. So as Matt was saying, this is a rematch from October 5th. We've got two fighters. We talk about debutants a lot, but here between Petchmai and Ruslan Naghiyev, they've got a lot of experience in RWS. And of course they've got experience competing against each other as well. Petchmai 7-4-1 in this promotion. Probably one of the most experienced fighters here on RWS. Most recent fight though was against Josh Hill, in which he lost on the 30th of November. There you can see the tail of the tape. Second bout of tonight's incredible main card. At middleweight at 160 pounds in the red corner, Petchmai, the Axeman from Thailand. The reason they call him the Axeman is that his elbows are a sight to be seen. Will be interested if he brings out the elbows, in inverted brackets, the axes, here tonight. 26 years of age, standing at 178 centimeters, weighing in at 159.3 pounds. He has a reach of 178 centimeters. Born in the south of Thailand in Chumphon, 77 victories, 24 losses and 3 draws. A former WBA Asia boxing champion, former #1 ranked middleweight at Rajadamnern Stadium, and also a title contender as well. In the blue corner, Ruslan Naghiyev. There he is, the body snatcher from Azerbaijan. He is also 26 years of age. He stands at 187 centimeters, which means he has a 9 centimeter height advantage over Petchmai. Next week, you'll be joining Matt and I for a super fight of epic proportions. 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒, the current champion here at Rajadamnern Stadium, will be taking on Chaila. 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 was the fighter who took that belt away from Chaila. Chaila headed into the tournament, won the tournament, and has now put himself in place for a super fight next week here on RWS. Looking forward to commentating on that one, Matt.
Yeah, it's incredible, mate. Wow. What an occasion. What a super fight. RWS just stringing them together.
Absolutely. We also have another surprise for next week. Actually, a couple of big names who will also be fighting next week on RWS. More about that one later. So Ruslan Naghiyev from Baku in Azerbaijan has a 10 centimeter reach advantage over Petchmai. 25 professional Muay Thai bouts, 18 victories with 7 losses. Wins over Rungrat, actually a knockout win last time that we saw him. Losses against Ritiwada, Daniel Rodriguez, the current champion here at 154 pounds, and Petchmai as well. An NGF champion, a champion at Simbi Stadium in Phuket, and he was the 2024 RWS Super Welterweight Tournament Final Four semi-finalist, where he took on Daniel Rodriguez and famously dropped him as well.
Always interested to see a rematch between two old foes, Aaron, and
yeah,
their first fight was quite something. You know, Petchmai, he's been criticised at times for being a slow starter, and in that fight it was certainly the case. When he came forward, he was coming forward with some big punches, and it was Ruslan kicking off the back foot, but it was really the elbows, the signature elbows of the Axeman that changed the trajectory of that fight for him, slicing and dicing the Axeman and the body snatcher, sounding like a sequel of horror films. And no doubt there'll be some blood drawn tonight between these two old foes, but will we see a repeat of the same strategy from both fighters, or?
Well, it's a good question. You would hope not, otherwise Naghiyev won't get the win. View versus Ronnachai, what a fight this is. This will be next, our third bout of the evening, with of course implications you would suspect for the featherweight crown, which of course is taking place next week, that super fight, the aforementioned super fight. You can see the height difference when they come together. Didn't worry Petchmai the last time they fought, of course. But let's see what happens this time. Of course, Naghiyev training out of Songpinot with the introductions for the middleweight bout. Mr. Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second main card of RWS Rajadamnern World Series. This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. Introducing your referee, Mr. Pongpat Wongwai. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, 26 years of age. He stands 178 centimeters tall and weighing in at 159.3 pounds. He holds a record of 77 wins, 24 losses, and 3 draws. He's former WBA Asia Boxing Champion, representing Chumphon, Thailand. Let's hear it for the X-Man, Petchmai. Opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 26 years of age. He stands at 187 centimeters tall and weighed in at 159.6 pounds. He holds a record of 18 wins and 7 losses. He is NGF champion and Sinbi Stadium champion, representing Ansaribarz. Let's hear it for the body snatcher, Ruslan Naghiyev.
Revenge or repeat will be the question that we now will find the answer to. 3 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Starts now.
You see immediately the height of Ruslan is just towering over Petchmai. Coming forward early is the big 𝐌𝐔𝐀𝐃𝐄. 2 big old middleweights. We're going to settle the score here in a main card that's really stood up and delivered early, Aaron.
Absolutely. Completely agree with that assessment. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm interested to see how Ruslan Naghiyev switches up his style. Has he learned from his mistakes? In the first fight will be the question. And does Petchmai have to do anything different in the second fight as he looks for that right hand? Almost finds it there as well.
Everything and the kitchen sink behind it has some real power in the hands, does Petchmai. But it's Ruslan early trying to establish a jab.
Yeah.
And bringing the right hand behind it there. Nothing doing. The guard solid from Petchmai.
You would suspect that Petchmai would be fine with that due to his boxing experience. But yeah, maybe the range will still be a deciding factor. Good right hand there from Ruslan. Maybe I was wrong.
Well, I guess one of the differences is due to the kicks being involved. Yeah. He needs to change his base and square up, whereas in boxing he might preference more of a linear style. Oh, right, good. The right kick's good from Petchmai, but he had to eat a little bit of leather there from Ruslan, who's starting to find a home for that left kick now, Aaron.
Indeed he is. But he still seems to persist, doesn't he, with the jab? It looks like he wants to outbox Petchmai.
And these guys, they'll be looking towards the main event this evening.
I think so too.
Yeah, Petchmai, of course, he's already fought Big Joe Ryan and really came alive late in the 4th round and drew some blood with the elbows. Yeah. So just only a whisker from the top as Ruslan looks to step through with a big left knee. But now it's Petchmai pushing forward, trying to push his man back to the ropes with 1 minute left to play. Goodness.
Big knee there from Ruslan Naghiyev. And that's, of course, a smart way to fight. If you've got a reach, if you've got a length advantage, use it. Petchmai probably could make 154 pounds still as well, to be honest. Oh, big team to the face there. Oh, my goodness. Is he okay? Oh, no. No, he's not okay.
No, he's not okay. I think he came down really nastily on his shoulder and his head there. Oh, concern.
The referee's counting. Oh, no, this is really embarrassing for Petchmai, Matt.
Oh, mate, he went the whole way outside of the ring and caused injury to himself as he landed on the canvas.
What we need is a doctor to get in there as soon as possible. Because someone as Petchmai is injured like that, that could be big trouble.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever seen that before.
Well, they took ploughing out of the game for a similar reason, but that was all Petchmai's. He looked to jump up and over the ropes to find his man. There was no one home. He knocked on the door, but came up on the wrong side of the ropes, landed really nastily on his neck and his head. So really hope he's okay. The medical staff here at Rajadamnern.
Yeah, he's sitting up right now, but I think he's being assisted. We'll have to see a replay of what actually happened. Oh, good, he's back on his feet.
Yeah, I'm worried about his neck though. Gee, because he landed right on his head. Just giving it a good rub. Just rub out any fractures he might have, but
well,
good to see Petchmai, the veteran, on his feet.
They say high risk, high reward. We can go the other way as well. If you're going to take that sort of risk.
And all kinds of hurt.
But no one wants to see that. No one wanted to. We didn't want to end the fight like this, of course. But sometimes things happen. Oh, big T. And he lands on his head. Looking for that flying knee, balancing on the ropes, and then pretty much give himself a pile driver on the top of his head. See it, slow it down. Oh, yeah, back of the head, slash the neck. It's setting itself up for a great fight. But unfortunately, Petchmai goes upside down, goes out of the ring, and the fight is stopped.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 41 seconds of the first round, we have a winner by way of knockout blue corner. The body snatcher, Ruslan Naghiyev.
I'm sure it wasn't the way he wanted to get it done, but in the end, it will be a win for Ruslan Naghiyev.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Thai warrior fighting out of Chanthaburi, Thailand, the Wonder Kid, Will.
Yes, he makes Michael Phelps' trophy cabinet look like a pocket of loose change as this guy views pool room adorned with the Omnoy Stadium bout, the Thailand Bantamweight Championship bout, and a multiple-time defending Channel 7 Stadium strap. And now with only elbow room at the top of the mountain, this moment marks View's ascent back towards the top of the division in search of Rajadamnern Stadium gold. Welcome back, View, to RWS.
And now, please welcome your Thai warrior fighting out of Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand, Moji Ronnachai.
And here comes Ronnachai. He's had an exceptional start to his RWS career. Last year making it through to the final four of the tournament, coming so close to reaching the final as well. There's a lot of people out there who thought that he won that fight against Chailar. And if it wasn't for Chailar, of course, we'll be fighting next week. He will be 5-0 in RWS, but as it stands, he is 4-1 in the promotion against some big names. 2022 Sports Authority of Thailand Fighter of the Year, Ronnachai, the man who already has a win against his opponent View, is back in action. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. There it is, featherweight bout, 126 pounds. Two of the best in the world in this weight division are going head to head right now. In the red corner, View, the Wonder Kid from Thailand, 25 years of age, standing at 172 centimeters, weighing in at 125.9 pounds. He has a reach of 170 centimeters. Born in Chanthaburi in Thailand, 123 victories, 20 losses and 1 draw. Currently ranked 5th here at the stadium, a former Thailand super flyweight champion, former Rajadamnern Stadium featherweight title contender, very close loss against Chai La, and a current Channel 7 featherweight champion. In the blue corner, Ronnachai from Thailand. 2 years the elder at 27 years of age, 2 centimeters shorter, 170 centimeters. He weighed in at a clean 126 pounds, the featherweight limit. He has a reach of 163 centimeters. Born in Ubon Ratchathani, here in Thailand. 94 victories, 11 losses, and 3 draws. These title fights, these exceptional title fights, just keep on coming here at Rajadamnern Stadium. On the 26th of April, Pejman will be putting his super bantamweight crown on the line against one of the fighters who's most recent to beat him in 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒. That will be on the 26th of April here on RWS. So Ronnachai fought some of the best in the world, including View, including Yotin, including Samingdam, including Chai La. 2022 Fighter of the Year and a free weight Lumpini Stadium champion. 2014 he won the 105-pound belt, mini flyweight or minimum weight. 2016 it was the 112-pound title, and in 2017 the 118-pound title. Those 4 wins, Milad Tabakoli, Ruat Gordon, who actually does have a win over View, remember that, to get to the final where he lost eventually to Chai La. And obviously we saw Ruat Gordon most recently here on RWS. He looked incredible as he found a knockout win over Samingdam, so he will be up there as well at 126 pounds. Ronnachai also has wins over Samingdang and Samandar. So like Matt was saying, this could have big implications with regards to next week's super fight. There's a couple of fighters knocking on the door for whoever wins that belt next week, whether it be Yotin who retains or Chai La who gets it back from Yotin. And for Ronnachai, if you look, the last time that he won a stadium title was back in 2017, I beg your pardon, and he's never won the Rajadamnern Stadium belt. And the same thing can be said for View. Over all the accolades, including the wins at Channel 7, the fact that many people see him as being one of the best featherweights in the world. And before that Ruat Gordon loss, many were saying a pound for pound great as well. He too, I'm sure, would like to get his hands on a Rajadamnern Stadium title. Petchmorakot versus Nayanesh Ayman, of course, will be next here at RWS in our main event. In the meantime, we have got an absolute cracker. It's View, it's Ronnachai, but before that, it's Mr. Beer with the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3rd main card of RWS Rajadamnern World Series. This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. This bout is brought to you by Leo Soda. And introducing your referee, Mr. Narin Ponghiran. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, 25 years of age. He stands 172 centimeters tall and weighed in 125.9 pounds. He holds a record of 123 wins, 20 losses, and 1 draw. He is former Thailand Super Flyweight champion and the current Channel 7 featherweight champion. Representing Chanthaburi, Thailand, let's hear it for the Wonder Kid, and his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 27 years of age. He stands 170 centimeters tall and weighing 126 pounds. He holds a record of 94 wins, 11 losses, and 3 draws. He is 2020 Fighters of the Year and former 3-division Lumini Stadium champion. Representing Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand, let's hear it for Muay Ronnachai!
Two of the elites going head to head. Always a special occasion. 3 3-minute rounds. The featherweight action now on RWS.
Well, it's a fight that had to happen, Aaron, to sort of who's who in the zoo. The featherweight division hotter than a Bangkok summer right now, and things are about to get hotter right here in centre ring at Rajadamnern Stadium. No place you'd rather be than with us here on Songkran Eve. The right hand's a good one early from view.
Indeed it is. A little bit of a surprise that for Ronnachai. And throws that left high kick. It's back in 2022 where these two first met. 13th of November. Ronnachai got that victory.
And over the 5-round format too, that one was the long form game.
Very different.
Both so experienced right across the board. Like you say, two elites getting it done here this evening.
Beautiful low kick there from Ronnachai. And then a left kick to the body that does sneak through.
In view, such good defense, but the timing from Ronnachai on that one was perfect. The left kick slamming home to the body, and Centre View stumbling a couple of steps. A big moment early in round number 1, and again from Ronnachai back to the well.
Tell you what, Ronnachai is looking super quick here tonight already in round number 1, especially with that left kick. And View struggling with it a little bit.
Ronnachai just changed up his rhythm there slightly. He comes forward. It's difficult to predict and find your timing if your opponent's consistently changing rhythm, like the drunk guy at a party flicking through Spotify. At the moment is Ronnachai, starting his New Year's Eve celebrations early. Right hook misses, but the left kick's a good one.
And again,
Ronnachai.
That left kick is money in round number 1 so far. We did see View about a minute ago, look for big hands, and again he does, but he walks straight into that left kick.
Yes, the left kick so far from Ronnachai. Eats another one, but the return's pretty good there from View, but slightly off balance. How will the judges perceive that? Well, we'll find out in about a minute's time. Sways out of the way now, View.
It's a good question, that, Matt. What I would assume is that they see that clean left kick to the body, and they probably just think that that punch, that aforementioned right shot that View went in for, touched him but didn't hurt him. So he won't score heavily.
Balance and form so important here.
Absolutely.
And it's a game of millimetres when you're talking about two guys with such surgical precision as these two. Right kick's good from View up on the left wrist of Ronnachai. He comes through for some more left hand and a left kick, but View steps out to the side. Right hand straight down the pipe. Starting to get into this fight now, I think, is View starting to find his timing.
Absolutely, that was a better right hand. Since View has actually lowered his hands, he seems to be fighting a little bit better in round number 1. It's not advice I would give to a lot of fighters, but when you're a special as View, maybe it could pay off. Well, it was a closer round in the end. At the start of the round, it was looking like Ronnachai was pretty much in full control. View was having real issues finding his boxing skills, making it any problems for Ronnachai. But Ronnachai with that left kick like a weapon, really causing some big issues for View.
Yeah, some beautiful work, and how's these pitches? Brought to you by RWS. The slow motion right hand just slides by. The right kick tries to go upstairs, but just lost balance, had his feet taken out from underneath him by Ronnachai, who landed the left kick over and over again. The Southpaw Orthodox matchup, accommodating a home for the left hand of these two old rivals.
The featherweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, all 3 judges. Start with Newton.
He's in one of the most critical fights of his life in terms of pursuing Rajadamnern gold, and this fight so consequential with the super fight next weekend between
100%.
𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 and Chai.
100%. All right, let's see what happens here in round number 2. But what we do know is View can't afford to take this round off. He needs to do something a little bit more special from what we witnessed in round number 1. Ronnachai taking the fight to him, even though he is up on the scorecards.
Yeah, looking to cement his lead, perhaps.
Yes.
Good check there off the left-hand side from Ronnachai. Manages to get yet another left kick in, but how's the kicks landed in round number 1, Aaron?
Yeah.
10 to Ronnachai, just before the View.
No surprises there at all. The only surprise maybe that he didn't land more. Good hands to reply here from View.
View settles in.
Oh, big left hand.
Pierces the guard of View. Returns fire with the right kick.
Better round so far, at least a better start to the round from View here. Good block. Starting to block those left kicks. And again.
Yeah, but scored there with the right leg too. But Ronnachai on the back foot sneaks a left kick to the body. Right hand misses from View, but accommodates a right kick of his own. Not a ton of power on that one. Oh, chopping through, left elbow, pierces the guard. He set it up with the right hand. View looking to get something started here, slicing and dicing. He's just using that straight right hand to set up the right kickers in the area.
Seems that way. Ronnachai at the moment is throwing that left kick that worked for him so well in round number 1, but not so much in. Just as I say that though, beautifully timed left kick. Big lead though in the clinch from View. Now, what we usually do when we sit up here in the commentary box, if it is a close fight like this, we usually have a look at the corners of each of the teams, and at the moment, both not really celebrating, which indicates that it's super close. Neither fighter's corner is asking their fighter to move on as well, you know, put pressure on the other. It's a chess match in there for sure.
Certainly a chess match. View looking to move his pieces into position. It comes in chest to chest. First Ronnachai, referee separates the two. 1 minute left to play in this main card bout between two of the best featherweights on the planet, and another sweep from View sends Ronnachai down to the mat.
It's things like that, when it is so close, that judges might have to look at. And again, grabs a hold, remember only can take 2 steps when you grab a hold of the leg. But pressure being applied here by View. Pressure we didn't really see in round 1. And good left kick there, Ronnachai not defending that.
Yeah, View really starting to come in to this section of the fight, really starting to find himself, gaining some momentum as Ronnachai doubles up, right as I say it, with 2 good left kicks, good scoring kicks now. Hands in his pockets for Ronnachai, starting to feel himself late in the second.
Now, this is an interesting one, because both fighters clearly believe that they've done enough to take that round.
And right at the end of that round, it was the 2 left kicks from Ronnachai that sent a smile across his face. Who will be left smiling, and the judges submit their scorecards for round number 2 as we take a look at some of the action. It was a left kick from Ronnachai, as we saw so many of them, 14 of them landed in the first round. Well, he went straight back to the well. Here came View ploughing forward, took a couple too many steps, but Ronnachai able to surgically dissect that guard of View's. The left elbow just glanced by, gave him a close shave.
It might be the elbow strikes of View that are the difference maker here, but let's find out. It's very close.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second round, all 3 judges, the red line, blue 10. But the totals for all 3 judges are 18 to 20.
Get this victory here tonight.
Well, he's weaponised the left kick, and I think we'll see him weaponise the clock coming into the third, as you say, Aaron.
We saw glimpses of potential elbow strikes, didn't we, from View. I think we're going to have to see a lot more now in the third round.
He's going to be slicing and dicing it straight away from the get-go. And it's Ronnachai looking to return serve.
Oh, and again, what an elbow that was from View. And Ronnachai is doing the smart thing here, grabbing a hold of him, trying to run down the clock. But I think he was hurt from that elbow. He's trying to fight off View with that left kick again. But here comes View. Watch the elbows. Keep your eyes on them. Kicks landing in round 2. 15-5 in favour of Ronnachai. Another big right hand there from View.
Yeah, this fight's been stuck in a neutral bullet coming into the 3rd round. The blades are churning. And these two are yearning for blood. View coming forward, trying to push his man back into the neutral corner. Chops away with the right elbow, and it's a good one for View. Here he comes. He comes for Wonder Kid View, looking to get it done in the 3rd round.
Beautiful elbow strikes there from View. Beautiful uppercuts and right hands. Ronnachai doing everything in his power to move out of the way.
And big hard punch to the body. I think Ronnachai might be hurt here. Aaron, he's in a world of hurt.
He is.
And View,
his corner are telling him to throw left kicks. But I don't, like you said, I think he's hurt. He just wants to seem to grab a hold of him. He's almost in desperation mode right now. Here's Ronnachai.
View wants this so bad, doesn't he? This means everything to him as he connects with some more of that black RWS leather, and his good punches that see him into the clinch halfway through the 3rd and final round. It's View on a mission, a man on a mission. Lands 2 big uppercuts, right elbow from View.
This is incredible from View, doing exactly what we want to see here. An RWS left hand, another uppercut, then a right hand from View. He's piling on the pressure here with just over 1 minute to go. Searching and hunting for that victory down on the scorecards.
Well, he needs a knockout here.
He does, big knee.
He wants to add Ronnachai to a list of names. What a two-bitty View. Here comes View, the Wonder Kid. The prodigy, right knee to the breadbasket. Only a minute left now. View needs separation. He needs to let the hands go once more and bring the elbows in behind. Ronnachai, how hurt is he? We'll find out in a second as View comes back with some more.
So close. I mean, View nicknamed the Wonder Kid. It's a wonder how Ronnachai is still on his feet right now after taking all this punishment. He's holding on. Just over 30 seconds left on the clock. Big right hand once again. Oh, and another.
I feel View could just think, what if I started earlier? What if I put my pedal to the metal? Because look how this one's playing out, Aaron. The right hand from View.
Complete domination here in round number 3. Ronnachai doing everything to just stay on his feet. Oh, he survives. Wow. You know, honestly, a knockdown scores it a 10-8 round, but surely there's an argument that that was a 10-8 round in favour of View. It was from start to finish, it was all View piling it on Ronnachai, hurting him. You could see on the face of Ronnachai that he was suffering in there. But I'm pretty sure the rules of RWS do dictate that it is only a 10-9 round. Wow, let's have a look at the highlights. And what we're going to witness here is just all View.
Yeah, View came forward. He started hard to the body and came chopping away with the elbows. It was all action. He had so much left in reserve. Did the experienced View. The hands were good. The elbows in behind them. The bad intentions on everything.
That was in round number 2, I believe. It was the 3rd round where he was really fighting on the pressure.
And Ronnachai, the only thing that kept him standing was that big old ticker on the left-hand side of his chest. What a fight, Aaron.
And that's just how important the round number 2 was as well. All right, well, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges. Score is about 29-28. Declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision. Blue corner, Ronnachai.
He gets the job done after a really difficult 3rd round. Are we looking at a potential future contender for the featherweight title? Congratulations.
Presented by DSD Ginseng Drink.
Welcome back to RWS Rajadamnern World Series. It's the moment you have been waiting for. It's tonight's main event. The Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title will be on the line, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Petchmorakot against foreign fighters, he's 17-1. An interesting stat for you there. He's been warding off the English invasion, hasn't he? Joe Ryan, Josh Hill, but tonight looking to make it 3 times the charm and defend his strap here at RWS.
Yeah, and of course, he'll be taking on Nayanesh Ayman, who's on a 3-fight winning streak, has got a lot of experience here on RWS, and if he wins here tonight, can become the first ever Spaniard to become a Rajadamnern Stadium champion. Without further ado, let's bring the fighters out. Welcome to the RWS main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, fighting out of Madrid, Spain. Please welcome El Leo Nayanesh Ayman.
And here comes the potential history maker. Nayanesh Ayman has been in the ring with some of the biggest names in the sport of Muay Thai and indeed kickboxing. 2 times against Brokaw, against Superborn, against Petchkoson. But here tonight, the biggest opportunity of his life. 5 rounds of Muay Thai action. Can he become the first Spanish fighter to become a Rajadamnern Stadium champion? Ranked number 1 in the stadium. His destiny, dare I say, is in his own hands. But that's a difficult task when you look at his opponent. Welcome back to RWS, the contender, Nayanesh Ayman.
And now, introducing the current Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight champion, Petchmorakot.
And here he comes, the reigning king of the middleweights. Lumpini Stadium World Championships in 2 divisions, no less, as well as WMC Muay Thai World title. And this is his home turf, this is his hallowed ground. 7-1, the only loss here to Thanachai Sitsompinong 2 years ago. Now tonight, the 31-year-old Petchmorakot finds himself defending champion in one of the biggest weeks of combat sports for RWS, the hallowed halls of Rajadamnern. It's main event time. The middleweight title is on the line.
Petchmorakot, looking as he always does, should play poker. Ready, looking cool, looking calm, looking collected. Nayanesh there, you can see, has a smile on his face. It is a big ask, no doubt about it. Petchmorakot, in terms of Muay Thai form, looking sensational over last year here on RWS. But he's got to try and keep that title belt here in Thailand. The Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title fight. The contender in the blue corner, Nayanesh Ayman, El Leon from Spain, 35 years of age, standing at 183 centimeters, weighing in at 159.4 pounds. He has a reach of 189 centimeters. Born in Kinshasa in the Congo, fighting out of Madrid, Spain. 75 victories, 24 losses and 7 draws. The first 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 medalist to hail from Spain. A Muay Thai champion, of course, in Spain, and an 𝐼𝐔𝐾𝐴 champion and a WMC MAD champion as well. There you can see the middleweight rankings. Ruslan Naghiyev in at number 5. Kongjak, who we see later tonight, in at number 4. Josh Hill, who did compete and fight against Petchmorakot for the title, in at number 3. Joe Ryan in at number 2, even though I think his future lies in MMA. And number 1, there he is, Nayanesh Ayman. Last couple of fights have actually been away from RWS, getting victories over Jose Manuel Hitter and Sutsukorn So Klinmi. You see the beautiful Rajadamnern Stadium all lit up. Let's remind ourselves of the bonuses.
Yeah, of course, the winner gets 150,000 baht, but should you knock your opponent down to the ground and get the knockout awarded an extra 200,000 baht to take home.
And the Fighter Spirit Award is on offer. Whether you win or lose over the 5 rounds, if you show heart, grit and determination to continue, you will win 100,000 baht. We saw that last week actually as well. Of course, we had the title fight between the females minimum weight. Monkut Pet, she won the first 3 rounds of that fight, which pretty much sealed the deal. She became the new champion, but we saw Payahong fight so valiantly in rounds 4 and 5 to try and find that knockout, whereas Monkut Pet, she just stepped back and made sure she defended. So it was actually Payahong who received the 100,000 baht. But of course, it was Monkut Pet who took away the title. More importantly, some might say. Main event of the evening. Crowd excited for this one here on Songkran night. And a packed house once again here at Rajadamnern Stadium. There's nothing like it. With the introductions for your main event, Mr. Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. The main event of the evening. This is Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We are live for the birthplace of Muay Thai to over 200 countries around the world. This is Muay Thai. And this is Rajadamnern. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is fighting in the rules of 5 rounds Muay Thai and brought to you by GSD Ginseng Drink. And now introducing your referee, Mr. Satra Supasai. And now introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner, 35 years of age. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighing at 159.4 pounds. He holds a record of 75 wins, 24 losses, and 7 draws. He is 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 medalist for Spain and Spanish Muay Thai champion and 𝐼SKA man champion. Fighting out of Madrid, España. Let's hear it for El Leo Nayanesh Ayman. And his supporting the current champion, 31 years of age, he stands 180 centimeters tall and weighing in 159.6 pounds. He holds a record of 82 wins, 20 losses, and 1 draw. He is former 2-division Thailand champion and former 2-division Lumpini Stadium champion and the current Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight champion, representing Ubon Ratchathani, Thailand. Let's hear it for Petchmorakot.
It's time to make history. Or is it 5 3-minute rounds of Rajadamnern middleweight title action? Thailand against Spain.
Man, what a moment. Petchmorakot goes straight upstairs with the left kick, and it's a long way up too, because Nayanesh Ayman is a big, tall customer.
It's interesting, isn't it? Me and Matt were talking backstage and we're saying to ourselves, but usually Petchmorakot likes to stand on the back foot and he likes to entice his opponent so then he can counter-strike. But it seems like he's moving towards Nayanesh, which is very interesting. Left hook there from Nayanesh.
Yeah. Looking to dictate terms early. He's the king of the middleweights, and he's a piece of white leather there for his troubles. Ayman's always had good boxing. good hands. Starts a lot of his combinations with the jab. Inside low kick from Petchmorakot.
He is a difficult puzzle, Petchmorakot, for any fighter.
Absolutely.
Rarely is he in a fight, even when he's losing, where it's not close.
It's like trying to do a Rubik's Cube in a pair of oven that's trying to solve this puzzle. And very few foreign fighters have been able to find a way through. The left elbow from Petchmorakot when it gets going, but it's the left hand at the moment that's doing the deed.
Yeah, like you said, he's had 18 fights in Muay Thai. This is not kickboxing. Muay Thai against non-Thai opposition, 17-1.
Stalking forward.
Like that. Big elbow attempted there from Petchmorakot. Luckily, Nayanesh had his guard up, just deflected off his right forearm.
They're throwing everything at him early in the first round as Petchmorakot lands a good left kick, steps out of the way of the return there from Nayanesh. The Spaniard, the left kick's good, thunders around the Rajadamnern Stadium.
There's a pattern of play here. What we've seen is Nayanesh looking to try and jab to the body, and every time he does that, Petchmorakot has his number and he's throwing that left kick to counter-strike every time.
It's a dangerous ploy against a southpaw, especially the best southpaw on the planet.
Beautiful left hand.
Yeah, they had some thunder behind it, didn't it? And sends him down to the mat. Wow, what a start there tonight. Petchmorakot setting sail towards his third title defense.
Big left hook there from Nayanesh, but there's that elbow that we were talking about. Beautiful left elbow there from Petchmorakot.
Yeah, looking to decapitate him, wasn't he? That had real bad intentions behind it. Jabbing under the lead hand. The Ayman left kick scored. The left hand just cannot miss. And the left elbow from Petchmorakot. My goodness gracious. He's come out hard and fast tonight, hasn't he?
He has. Nayanesh just looking a little bit too slow right now to the punch against Petchmorakot. End of round number 1.
It's like a real distinct speed advantage, I feel. Petchmorakot just beating Ayman to the contest every time the two came together and proving why he's the best in this division early. Ayman, some work to do. This is Tompinon corner. Well,
it seems like the game plan was the box, wasn't it, against Petchmorakot. Didn't work out for him at all in that round. Yeah, we can see that beautiful, that's a trademark of his, isn't it? Just leaning back and finding that left elbow with such ease. That time, beautiful left hand there from Petchmorakot. But here's that left elbow we were talking about.
Yeah, well, establishing that left hand allows him to come in behind and mix up the range and establish that left elbow too, and it doesn't take too many from Petchmorakot
until they start paying a real toll. Well, it's taken a toll on
in the first round.
Judges' scorecards.
Scarlet 10, Blue 9.
So up there, it's a Tompinon, fine outfit. It's going to take some work coming into the second round. And here we go, round number 2 about to get underway. It's the middleweight title, the Rajadamnern middleweight title up for grabs at RWS. And just at no mouth guard. He's going to want one of those, Aaron.
No, please don't forget that against Petchmorakot's elbows. Round 2.
Petchmorakot pushing forward once more. The left knee's good from Petchmorakot to the body. Ayman looking to get going with that jab, the right hand behind it, but there's no one home. Petchmorakot just seems like he's a step ahead of the competition. Tonight the left shin thunders into the right hand, sends him stumbling, some oohs and ahs from the crowd.
You know, it's 15 elbows in favour of Nayanesh, but 4-1 in terms of elbows, and he's striking 5 kicks. Make it a simple round for the judges to score in round 1 in favour of Petchmorakot. It's that left kick now, isn't it, in round number 2 for Petchmorakot that started the proceedings. Another elbow coming in. And a big left knee.
Yeah, he's just breaking down that posture of Nayanesh and sticking it straight upstairs with flexibility. Just a laboured left hook.
You know what's coming, don't we?
Yeah, and that's when he's so dangerous. Pradad just come loose there on the arm. That's when he's so dangerous, isn't he? When he gets you on the back foot and you sacrifice your balance, you've got to look out because he's like a sniper from 1,000 yards with that left elbow. Again, just breaking the posture there of the Spaniard. Looks like blood's been drawn.
A lot of blood flowing from the forehead there of Nayanesh. Looking for a spinning back elbow.
I think he landed it there too in the pocket and that little... and the chaos created, but look, first blood's drawn and the referee's going to look to the doctor here. Because the blood's streaming into the eyes. That's a small cut, but it's a deep cut. And look where the blood's running straight across the eyelid
Says he's
of the
okay.
challenger. Oh, you got to love that. It's back for some more. Petchmorakot, you betcha. There's blood in the water.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to wipe that blood away from his eye. Big problems here for Nayanesh.
And Aaron, he's got 1:30 to try and get through this round before the corner can do some work on it. But here comes Petchmorakot slicing and dicing. Left elbow's a dozen. And that blood really bothering Nayanesh, who's up against it now.
And he's in desperation mode right now, isn't he? Looking for a spinning back elbow.
And he just rubbed the gloves in there now. Petchmorakot, such a wily veteran. It's a deep cut. There's a lot of blood coming out of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's bad news, Bears. It's bad news, Bears, for the Spaniard, but good news if you're a Petchmorakot supporter.
Elbow tech there from Nayanesh. Going to be a mental battle to try and get... Oh, I tell you what, that blood really is flowing. Oh, and again! That might have just deepened that wound.
Petchmorakot needs to be careful rushing in here on Nayanesh because he's thrown up some unorthodox stuff when he's caught up against the ropes.
He's fighting like he wants to get the job done here in round 2.
Yeah, we're going to take the judges out of this one to decide who will be the Rajadamnern middleweight title crowns.
Oh,
Morakot upstairs.
good right hand there from Nayanesh. End of round 2.
Oh, look at that. It's like looks like a horror film,
does.
Nayanesh, as he goes back to his corner.
That is nasty. And remember, there's still potentially 3 more rounds as well. And I don't think Petchmorakot is going to relent on throwing elbows anytime soon. Let's have a look at the highlights from that second round. Beautiful left kicks from Petchmorakot, but as soon as he's in range, he is like a surgeon with those left elbows.
Oh, it's beautiful. He just faded out of the way of the onslaught from the Spaniard and put it right on the money. The left kicks, let me remind you, that's in slow motion. So fast, so powerful from the champion.
Yeah,
There it goes. Boink, right across the top of the eye. And oh my goodness. In the corner, working feverishly on it there from Sitson Penong team. They need to do something. They need to stop the bleeding. They need to find a way back into this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second round, all 3 judges score at 10, you 9. By the total score, all 3 judges score 20-18.
To win this title now, it is a huge uphill battle.
And the Spaniard's not just about flamenco bullfighting and Piala. They know how to throw them. I tell you, and he needs to find something now. He's got a big old ticker on him.
Speaking of horns, though, speaking of bulls, I don't know what I'd rather be hit with the horn of a bull or an elbow of Petchmorakot at the moment.
And he's got his horns tilted forward, looking to cause some more damage to that face of the Spaniard, who's looking to get something going here. And the crowd getting behind him too.
Yeah, he's already wiping that Vaseline away. His Petchmorakot, you can see again, opened up.
Oh, good knee and an elbow too, going high and low. Petchmorakot just causing damage right across the board. Yeah. Sneaks that little right elbow up, left elbow up to the chin. And the clinch is not where Ayman wants to be, because Petchmorakot can really go to work on that cut. In nice and tight with the gloves. Trying to play it at range now, but he's got a speed disadvantage there too. Petchmorakot, hand across the face, looks to return his man to the mat, but a good left knee finds a home for Ayman.
Yeah, you can see there's some blood flowing from the mouth now of Nayanesh as well. Beautiful kick to the body. You see he's running in, he's jumping in, Nayanesh, but he seems like he's far away from connecting with anything.
You know, Petchmorakot's so evasive, isn't he? He's got such a good understanding of range.
His footwork is very underrated.
A good wide base too, which allows him to sway onto the back foot, but he's on the back foot now as Ayman looks to launch an offensive, getting right in his face. A minute 30 to go in the third round.
Yeah,
starting to find some moments.
Make it dirty as well if he can. And that's what he's doing. He's doing that.
And that left kick just thundering home, whatever he wants to throw. And
that was a cracking left elbow.
Another left elbow in the head. Some real power behind it too. Was the forearm that slammed into the skull of Nayanesh, who's proven himself incredibly resilient. Blood pouring from his mouth, blood pouring from his eye. Petchmorakot into the clinch, 1 minute to go now.
Do you know what he is doing though, Nayanesh? He's sticking on him. I think is what he's trying to do, is try and empty the gas tank on Petchmorakot. This is not a good sign here. We end up the third round.
Yeah, he's looking wary too.
He is.
He's on unsteady feet. Now is Ayman. And you know, the gas tank to Petchmorakot, he makes this weight very easily, so no weight card affecting him. And look at the face of Ayman. It looks like a drop pie. There's blood everywhere. He's been sliced and diced. There's Petchmorakot in the driver's seat with another huge left kick, sends his man stumbling.
And again with that left elbow that Nayanesh just ran straight onto.
What is he made of, this man? What is he made of?
Third round in the books. A bloody Petchmorakot walks back to his corner, but I don't think any of that blood is his. Again, utilising the elbow strikes to good effect against Nayanesh, who did try to make it ugly in there, who did try to pressurise Petchmorakot, but I still think it will go the Thai's way. There we can see just these left elbows. They are a thing of absolute beauty, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful and they're pinpoint accurate. They're finding a home time and time again. But I tell you what, Ayman doing what he has to do, get into the trenches. He needs to eat a shot to give a shot, but he's just struggling to do so. The left kick was so good in the third round for Petchmorakot.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the third round, all three judges are in 10 blue line. On the total score, all three judges are 30 to 27.
So good at coming out of the way and finding a second phase with the elbows or the left hand. Just a real masterclass of southpaw fighting here.
Yeah, they're still applying Vaseline, I think. And in the bell four, round number 4 is gone. Oh my goodness.
He's still
he's still in the corner. Well, Nayanesh, he can't just win rounds now. You have to try and drop Petchmorakot. Beautiful left kick there from the champ.
Just look at that big blob of Vaseline on the forehead of Ayman. And the front row really getting their money's worth here, getting sprayed with all kinds of things. I hope you join the action at home as these two resume where they left off, coming in hard into the fourth round. It's Ayman, the challenger, trying to find something, the Spaniard, the #1 ranked middleweight.
Yeah, you can see the significant strikes landing around 3, 12 to 9 in favour of Petchmorakot. Yeah, I'm sure everyone at ringside, because it's Songkran, would have expected to be splashed with water in Bangkok, but it might be blood at the moment.
Yeah, someone's probably got a big handful of Vaseline sitting in their lap too.
Good shot to the body there by Petchmorakot.
Just looking to suck the last of the gas out of Nayanesh. Sits on Penong charge.
Oh, another big right hand, knocking the head back that time. Left and a right. Not much offense coming from Nayanesh at the moment.
Fades back, tries to land a right hand. And the Petchmorakot follows up with a big left and a big knee crashing into the rib cage of Nayanesh, courtesy of the champion. Action resumes. Petchmorakot continues to push forward in the left kick, continues to land, but how's the elbow, Aaron? It's right on the money.
It is probably one of the biggest weapons in the sport of Muay Thai at the moment, Petchmorakot's left elbow. It's incredible how much damage he's been doing with that. He left it there.
He's really taken the power out of the right hand of Ayman with those continued kicks to his wrist. sucking all the juice out of those big arms. Blood now starting to stream again from the face. There's a good moment from...
Another big left elbow. Just when you think Nayanesh is applying a little bit of pressure, the great equalizer, that left elbow once again, rocking back Nayanesh and probably opening up another laceration on his face. And again, there it is.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ayman hasn't been cut more than he has so far, because Petchmorakot continues to land. Slips out of the way of that one. Does Nayanesh. Smile and grits his teeth, comes the champion.
That's a scary look.
Looking to decapitate Nayanesh, as he's done with so many of his previous opponents. 17-1 versus foreign fighters, as we aforementioned.
Yeah, looking good for going 18-1 here, isn't he, at the moment?
It's going to start looking like a cricket score soon.
I wonder if the referee, if it continues like this, start to look at Nayanesh and think about waving it off at some point, or whether he'll let him fight till the end. I know he wants to, there's no doubt about that. He's taken so much damage. End of round number 4. And what can we say, Matt, other than more of the same from Petchmorakot?
Yeah, well, it's a bloodbath, isn't it?
It is.
It's a bloodbath. Petchmorakot.
The bloodbath that Nayanesh is starting to drown in at the moment. Let's have a look at the highlights here from round number 4.
Coming forward was Petchmorakot, swayed out of the way of the offensive from Ayman. Landed a good elbow of his own, as he's done time and time again. So far, the chin's held up from that of the challenger, but for how long? He's just hanging in there by a thread. Beaten and bloodied and bruised. He fights on, socks arm, chopping away, trying to puncture the skull of the contender.
Let's see how the judges have scored it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 4th round, all 3 judges score red 10, blue 9. For the total score, all 3 judges score 40-36.
He's got a tremendous heart, this guy, to get damage so early and see it through to the 5th and final. Ayman, no matter which way the cookie crumbles tonight, he's won some fans, you bet ya. As you join us here for some more of the action, it's Rajadamnern Middleweight Championship match, the final round on RWS. Petchmorakot in the red lands a left kick to the right arm of Ayman.
Yeah, big right hand there from Ayman, left to the body, but there's that left elbow once again. And once again, you think that Nayanesh is bringing something to this fight. But he walked straight onto that left elbow. It really is magic. There, headshots landed in round number 4, 21-15 in favour of Petchmorakot.
Petchmorakot mixing up his levels now too to try and set something up. He's going low to the leg. Haven't seen a lot of that so far in the previous 4 rounds.
Who we just saw the Vaseline fly. Another left kick there from Petchmorakot.
It's either the Vaseline or a small bird, but there's a fair amount of it. Just time and time again, that left leg of Petchmorakot has been weaponised to tenderise the body of Nayanesh. Coming forward now, trying to find something with the right hand. Was it too little, too late? And he's yelling now, Petchmorakot. Willed on in his hometown. This is his backyard. The crowd ooh and ah. Blood streaming from the face of Ayman, just trying to see this one out perhaps with 1:30 on the clock. Petchmorakot on the back foot, puts it into reverse, backs it up. Left knee, peer into the clinch. Good lock on the inside position there from Petchmorakot, the champion. So well versed in every position. The music quickens. The end of the 5th round is close. Ayman on the back foot trying to draw Petchmorakot into something. He needs something big. He needs some heavy weaponry, but Petchmorakot is firing away, fire in the hole. I tell you what, the crowd have been right behind this one here tonight at RWS for for Songkran. It's Thai New Year. What a way to celebrate the Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight title. Petchmorakot, the favourite of RWS. Looks like he'll go 3 times the charm tonight. Good left knee to the body from Petchmorakot. 30 seconds left to play. And what's been a shutout, he's pissed a shutout tonight. Here's the champ. Good left hand from Ayman. He's in reverse doing the Michael Jackson. Moonwalking out of the way, comes forward. Good right kick from Ayman. Chopping away with the right elbow. Petchmorakot wise to it and ties him up in a bow.
But it looks like it's signed, sealed and delivered here tonight for our main event. Petchmorakot from the get-go was too smart, too accurate, too deadly with the heart on Ayman. Carried him through right to the final bell. Truly a deserved number one contender. Incredible action here on RWS. Such a prestigious bout, such a prestigious title. One of the most important days in the calendar over here in Thailand. So we'll check out some of the action from the 5th and final. Well, look, it was just a continuance, more of the same. I think that was the first elbow that landed there. The left weapons from the southpaw, Petchmorakot, were masterful, was a masterclass. He tucked Ayman into bed early for a siesta. No tappers, just hammers, chalk it up potentially to a hat-trick for the Rajadamnern Stadium champion as he sliced and diced his way to victory. Boom, kaboom, it went to the jaw. The jaw held up time and time again. The left kick was a weapon of mass destruction for the champ. Ayman somehow saw it through to the end. That one just glanced by the cheek, a close shave. Beautiful pitches, the sweat sprayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Rajadamnern Stadium title, we would like to introduce the chairman of Rajadamnern Executive Board, Mr. Prai Banyalak. And introduce the president of RWS, the board director of Rajadamnern Stadium, Mr. Bak Tianchai Visit Vutinan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 50 to 45, declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision. Red corner, and still Rajadamnern Stadium middleweight champion Petchmorakot. And the winner has received a winner's bonus of 150,000 baht. Congratulations!
All right, I'm here with the champion, Petchmorakot. How are you feeling right now after those 5 rounds?
เพชรมรกตครับหลังจาก 5 ยกที่ผ่านมาตอนนี้รู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับผม
ก็รู้สึกดีใจครับผมที่ป้องกันแชมป์ได้อีกครั้งครับ
I'm really happy that I defended my title again.
I've got to talk about that left elbow. It's an incredible strike, an incredible weapon of Muay Thai. Do you train for that every day? Is that something that comes naturally to you?
เมื่อกี้ได้เห็นนะครับศอกซ้ายของเพชรมรกตคมมากๆนะครับอันนี้คือสิ่งที่เราซ้อมมาในครั้งนี้หรือว่าจริงๆแล้วมันคือส่วนหนึ่งของแบบอาวุธหลักของเราอยู่แล้วครับผม
ก็ตั้งใจซ้อมมาตั้งแต่บ้านอยู่แล้วครับเพราะว่าแก้ลูกเกมเข้ามาครับเพราะว่าฝรั่งเขาตัวใหญ่ครับผม
Yeah, I've trained for this fight. I know that the Nayanesh is really big, so I trained my left elbow for this fight.
All right, so now the question turns to what is next for Petchmorakot? Could it be that you go down to 154 pounds and fight Daniel Rodriguez for his super welterweight title?
เพชรมรกตครับแผนต่อไปของเพชรมรกตคืออะไรครับใช่การที่เราลดน้ำหนักไป154ปอนด์เพื่อชกกับแดเนียลหรือเปล่าครับผม
กับผมก็จะพยายามลดลงไปทำร่างกายให้ดีกว่าเดิมครับถ้าจะไป154ปอนด์ไปเจอกับแดเนียลครับก็จะทำร่างกายให้ดีกว่านี้ครับผม
I'll train harder than this I'll make my body physical and my skill better than this to fight Daniel in 154
So is that a yes?
อันนั้นคือใช่ใช่ไหมครับ
ครับผม
All right, it was an amazing fight. Can we bring Nayanesh back to the center of the ring? Yeah, let's hear it for Nayanesh. Nayanesh, I know you're disappointed. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good. I feel happy because I'm fighting with the top one level of Rajadamnern. I feel a little bit pain on my head, but I'm happy because I finished the fight and I finish like a fighter.
All right. You did finish like a fighter. In fact, you both never backed down. And for that reason, both fighters will receive the Fighter Spirit Award. Both will receive an extra 100,000 baht.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Thai warrior fighting out of Ang Thong, Thailand, Kongjak.
Well, everybody loves a little bit of dessert after the main course, and that's exactly what you have here. It's Kongjak, the veteran. He's in the top 5 here at Rajadamnern. The old guy at the new job you start, your colleagues warn you against making eye contact with. He's a dark horse with a violent past. A life spent slicing and dicing people just like his opponent, Houli, in the ring. And now, for a last fight of the evening, he looks to let those elbows swing once more. Kongjak looks to continue his win streak here at RWS.
And now, please welcome your Tunisian warrior, Marwen Houli.
A huge opportunity for Marwen Houli to take out a top 5 contender in the middleweight division here tonight on RWS. It's going to be a tough ask, but with his size, with his strength, with his experience as well, we always say, don't we, in the sport of Muay Thai, anything can happen. So let's see how the Tunisian Marwen Houli does tonight here on RWS. Not usually a nation that you associate with Muay Thai, but it now shows the global appeal of this sport as we welcome Marwen Houli back to Rajadamnern Stadium on RWS. 7th and final bout of the evening. Celebrating Songkran Thai New Year. So happy Thai New Year from all of us here on RWS. And hopefully we'll treat you to some incredible Muay Thai to finish the night. The very dangerous Kongjak against Marwen Houli. Yes, there you can see the tail of the tape for the final matchup here tonight on RWS. It's been an exceptional night of fights. Let's see how it ends. In the red corner, Kongjak from Thailand, 38 years of age, standing at 180 centimeters, weighing in at 161.6 pounds, and having a good reach of 171 centimeters. Born in An Thong in Thailand, 150 professional Muay Thai bouts, 120 victories, just 20 losses and 10 draws. former Rajadamnern super welterweight champion, former Amaury Stadium super lightweight champion, and he is 7 fights, 6 wins, and 1 loss on RWS. Super impressive. In the blue corner, Marwen Houli from Tunisia. 10 years the younger, 28 and 6 centimeters tall. I actually thought it might have been more, at 186 centimeters. He also weighed in at 161.6 pounds, has a reach of 187.5 centimeters. So a 16.5 centimeter reach advantage there for Marwen Houli. Born in Sfax in Tunisia. 15 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw on his professional record. Last 2 fights here on RWS did not go his way. They were back in 2023. Losses to Julien Clerc from France and Naghiyev from Thailand. So, looking for his first win against someone who, like I said, has an incredible record here on RWS. In terms of win percentages, he must be right up there. Kongjak, the veteran, a very tough veteran. I think he's about the right age now where you can say a grizzled veteran as well.
Well, I can say that because I'm older than him.
So yeah, former Rajadamnern Stadium champion. He knows what needs to be done to get that belt wrapped around your waist. And maybe he's thinking, well, yeah, sure, the end might be a little bit near. I am at the end stages of my career. Maybe one last fight for a belt would be nice. In order to do that, well, you need to make statements. And a win here tonight against Marwen Houli might thrust him up to the upper echelons. We are looking, of course, always for potential title contenders here at Rajadamnern Stadium. It'll just be interesting to know what Petchmorakot wants to do next. He seems like he wants to go down in weight and takes Daniel's belt. Now, would that mean that the 160-pound belt becomes vacant, or would he be willing to defend that as well? And if that is the case, then maybe Kongjak would like one last hurrah. Let's not forget, super fight next week. Yotin will be defending his featherweight title against Chai. It just keeps on coming here on RWS. Of course, after this fight, Matt and I will be up there explaining about all the action that will be occurring in the next 3 weeks here on RWS. We've got that super fight next week, and we've also got the return of some big names as well. One of the fighters coming out of retirement. Well, it's been a thrilling night of action, and now it's time for the final bout. With the introductions for the final time this evening, Mr. Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last bout of the evening. This is Muay Thai. This is Rajadamnern. Introducing your referee, Mr. Parin Hantanabun. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, 38 years of age. He stands at 180 centimeters tall and weighed in at 161.6 pounds. He holds a record of 120 wins, 20 losses, and 10 draws. He's former Amaury Stadium super lightweight champion and former Rajadamnern Stadium super welterweight champion, representing Angthong, Thailand. Let's hear it for Kongjak! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, 28 years of age. He stands 186 centimeters tall and weighed in 161.6 pounds. He holds a record of 15 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw, representing Tunisia. Let's hear it for Marwen Houli!
Let's see if we can end tonight's fights with a bang. International bout at 162 pounds. Thailand takes on Tunisia.
landscape of the middleweight division here at Rajadamnern getting very interesting.
There it is.
There's Petchmorakot, now the three-time defending champion. With the things Joe Ryan moving on, and here we have Kongjak in the top 5 and on an absolute tear himself, looking to tear a piece out of Marwen, the Tunisian.
Yeah, straight away, you can see Kongjak walking straight over to Marwen, showing no respect. Oh, looking for that left hand to the body. Finds an elbow strike.
Well, he's the boogeyman in the division of Stone Cold Killers, isn't he, Kongjak? Shows his reaction times. He's still fast as ever. He sways out of the way of that head kick.
Seems that way.
So he's eating his greens and doing his yoga once a day, taking care of his old man body and trying to take a chunk out of Marwen with that left kick. Oh, hard left hand to the body, sucking the gas out of the Tunisian.
Oh, and again. Oh, and a big left elbow.
Wow, he really went to town there with the left hand. It was repeated straight left hands to the solar plexus.
Yeah, certainly found. Oh my word, again, that left elbow on the money. I think he's been watching the last fight, Matt. Taking notes.
I'm sure he's been watching Petchmorakot very closely over the years. Got some older fighters still at the top of their game here. John Wood, of course, the sniper, one of the elder statesmen.
Oh, these body shots. He's starting to fold his Marwen. Kongjak, eyes firmly on the body there of the Tunisian. Big knees as well. It looks like he's starting to fold the referee. Taking a big, deep look at this one. Elbow strikes, more shots to the body. Marwen still upright somehow.
Yeah, the only thing keeping him up there with the ropes, his body seriously compromised and the hands dropped to protect the body. Lands a good right elbow though, as Kongjak win back for seconds. Coming forward now with Marwen, 30 seconds. Will he look to see this round out, or will he look to try and get back on the offensive?
I think he's just taking a breather, isn't he?
He's trying to get some air sucked into those lungs, because Konjak's been stealing it with a barrage of punches early in the first.
Final 20 seconds left on the clock. A round in which we thought Kongjak might finish this one. He's looking close for Marwen, but he's somehow figured a way to get himself back in this fight.
He sucked all the power out of Marwen, hasn't he?
Oh.
Well, Marwen a little bit late to the party there after the final bell.
Yeah, but a solid round in the books there for Kongjak. You can see though he did exert himself during that flurry where he's trying to take out this Tunisian. And like at the end of the round, I did think he started to just take a little bit of a breather. And here we can see the actions, the elbows from Kongjak. You can see Marwen there. Didn't want any of that covering his body.
And he's folded like a piece of laundry in the corner. The referee almost jumped in too, didn't he?
Very, must have been close.
And then just covering everything, almost folded down to the mat. And Kongjak just driving repeated left knees up to the skull.
Pretty amazing looking at this footage that he actually did survive the round.
Yeah, a huge statement, huge opening stanza for Kongjak.
Well, let's find out if the judges are scoring this one, but surely to Kongjak.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, all three judges score with 10, blue on.
Incredible that he's still performing at this level, and it's such a high success rate here on the best show on the face of the planet, RWS.
Well, he's one step closer to going 7-1 here on RWS. Pretty phenomenal.
Utilising every single moment of the break there was Kongjak.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if he continues to target the body now, will be my question. Oh, right hand there from Marwen Houli. Didn't have a lot of success in around the one. There you can see the body shots landed. 23 for Kongjak. Marwen with just 6 shots.
Yeah, well, 23 body shots in one round is it's Canelo Alvarez,
yeah, it really is.
isn't it? more remiss of a boxing fight than a Muay Thai fight, but going back for more. Now it's Kongjak, and why wouldn't he?
And you called it, Matt. You said that he was targeting the solar plexus. And he continues to strike there as well.
Yeah, it's really, like, you can't out-tough a good hard punch to the solar plexus, no matter how gritty you are. The body's got to run its course and send you into that fetal position to cover it up, the body's natural instincts. Marwen looking like he's starting to get back into the fight here. Recovered from, obviously, very well conditioned and prepared as the Tunisian.
Back to the centre of the ring, here we go. He has defended a little bit better here as Marwen. Good right hand. Beautiful right hand, in fact. Knocking the head back of Kongjak. And again, you see Kongjak looking for the elbow strikes that he had success with in round 1. Can't find him now in round number 2. That's credit to Marwen.
Yeah, Marwen on the biggest stage here, seeking his first win on RWS. Can mean a lot to a young fighter. He's so long, isn't he? His reach is like Inspector Gadget when he pulls forward with that right hand, showing my age there. Oh, left kick's good from Kongjak, right on the money. Exchanges it from the right hand again from the Tunisian.
If Kongjak doesn't throw a right hand upstairs, whether it be a kick or a punch to the body, Marwen's now ready and prepared to throw that right hand as a counter strike. There it is again. Doesn't find him that time.
Oh, snaps the head back. There does Kongjak, and a huge left kick that rings out here through the stadium. At Rajadamnern on the counter now with the hands is Marwen.
See that right hand again.
He's just eating that left kick to fire one back, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Final 30 seconds on the clock.
Prefer to see him check it though with his right leg. You know, there's only so many of those who can take this at middleweight. You know, these are big, strong, powerful guys. 160 pounds of bad intentions coming straight at you. And a lifetime spent in Muay Thai for Kongjak.
Much closer round. I think that will surprise a few people after what we witnessed in round 1. So credit once again to Marwen.
Well, Kongjak just shown his
veteran experience, hasn't he? He's just taken his foot off the pedal a little bit. And we'll see how this one plays out. A pivotal round in this fight, with Kongjak taking the first in straight sets. Went on to the second round. It was Marwen Houli who started to find a way back into the fight, eating the kick to return serve with the right hand. So we check out some of the action from the second.
You see Kongjak there, looking for that left elbow, but he walked into a lot of those counter right hands. And that was a shot that really did work for Marwen Houli. That's something that they were talking about in between the rounds, and fair play to his corner. Oh, that left shot to the solar plexus. I'm intrigued now to see how the judges have scored it. Is it because Marwen was much better in that round? But was he better than Kongjak? Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the second round, all 3 judges. The red 10, blue 9. On the total score, all 3 judges score 20-18.
All right, seconds away, third and final round of the fight and of the evening here on RWS. Just a reminder that Matt and I will be back up and going through the upcoming schedule here on RWS after this one.
What a pleasure it's been. It's been an incredible night of action, right from Devina and Namwan right through to the main course, the main event. These two looking to tie it up in a bow. It's Houli, the Tunisian in the blue.
Good counter striker once again here from Marwen Houli.
Kongjak coming through in the red. 2 rounds up now, 2 rounds in the kitty, and look at that. Kongjak just edging out Marwen in the second round, 27 strikes to 23.
Oh, big shot there from Kongjak. Marwen just grabs a hold of him. Remember, it's him who needs a knockdown as he looks up at the clock.
I think we might see more of that from Kongjak coming in the third round, following his punches in to get chest to chest and just eat up a little bit of time.
100%. Veteran move. Oh, huge left hand, and there it is, Matt. You called it. Grabbing a hold and shaving, what, maybe 5 or 6 seconds off the clock. That's perfect.
Perfect stuff, and just suffocating the range advantage that Marwen has Once he gets inside those long-range punches, those long-range weapons, he's had the edge in there. Left kick, there's a swing and a miss from Kongjak as Marwen steps out to his left-hand side to reset play now on the back foot, but he needs something, Marwen. He needs to come forward, he needs to get something doing on the counter with those big long arms. Representing a nation here, Tunisia, on the big stage. Not known as a Muay Thai nation, but so cool to see how far and wide the Muay Thai spread. Oh, that's a big kick there from, and again.
Oh, good right hand though from Marwen. That's been his shot of choice throughout rounds 2 and 3. It's actually worked for him. Maybe instead of countering, he should have been attacking with that shot instead. There he goes again with that right. No! Showcases some dominance there over Kongjak. Nothing wrong with that. It won't score because it was a hook, but you can see the referee warning him.
It's piston-like, isn't it, his right hand? It's not a conventional right hand, but it works. And I think the timing has been catching Kongjak out a little bit because he throws it so straight. There's very little tell on it. And it's coming only a half bit after the kick lands from Kongjak. What doing here?
Good solid right kick there from Marwen. Here comes Kongjak though. There's that left jab from Marwen. If you're just joining us in round number 3, you thought, well, this looks like a very close fight. The way Marwen is fighting here, so much better than round number 1, almost like a different fighter.
Well, if you're just joining us, where the heck have you been? Because it's been an incredible night of action, but you're right. This has been a story. This fight's been a story of 2 halves, hasn't it? 2 different chapters.
Absolutely.
Kongjak, you know, I thought he might look to try and make a statement now to try and claim potentially a shot at the title.
And he almost did in round number 1. And then he obviously came out in 2 and 3 looking for, like you said, that statement. But I think Marwen, he shut him down on many of occasions. And he obviously learned from round number 1. He's on the right path. Here's Marwen Houli, competing against some huge names, Naghiyev and now Kongjak. He's got some good experience under his belt. Let's have a look at the highlights from the fight.
The left kick from Kongjak landed over and over again, but the story of the fight was Marwen looking to counter that with that piston-like right hand of his, and here's that huge opening stanza from Kongjak, who just went to work. We thought the referee might step in here as Kongjak had his man folded in 2 from those huge left hands to the body. He went upstairs with it at times, snapped the head back. The left shin landed over and over, but Marwen Houli, he fought back. He showed fans just how much this sport means to him as he represents his country of Tunisia and RWS. Kongjak looking to seal the deal when the first wasn't able to do so, put it into cruise control and steered it through to the final bout. Veteran performance.
Yeah, you can see already in rounds 2 and 3. Came out, a different game plan, it really worked for him. Finally utilising some of that range of his. All right, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored is about 30-27. Declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision. Red corner, Kongjak.
A tremendous night of action here once again on RWS Rajadamnern World Series match. But the night, once again, belongs to Petchmorakot.
Yeah, it was a world-class performance, wasn't it, from a world champion, 3 times no less. Just an incredible display of Southpaw Muay Thai, and you know, seals the deal. What will be in the future for Petchmorakot? We will see, sir, but some big things at play.
Absolutely, and of course we know Daniel is suffering from a slight injury, so it could be until the summer. Maybe Petchmorakot will want to get back in the ring before then, but luckily that's not for Matt and I to decide. It's up to the matchmakers. Let's have a look at what's upcoming here on RWS. Next week, we have got the return of Capitan. Yes, out of retirement, Capitan returns to take on Chris Cocheres from the USA. And of course, it is super fight time. Yoltin defending his featherweight crown against the #1 contender, Chaila. Let's have a look at the featherweight rankings here on RWS at Rajadamnern Stadium. In at number 5, we've got Vu, who of course suffered a loss earlier on here tonight. Number 4, Sitichai saw Deshapan, who we'd love to see on RWS, hopefully coming soon. Petnamnern, Tor Surat in at number 3. In at number 2, Jepkard, Paul Pongsawang. The #1 ranked Chaila, Paul Lakbu, former Rajadamnern Stadium champion and RWS 2023 champion, will be taking on the current champion next week, Yoltin FA Group. It's stacked, and now we might even see Ronnachai in those rankings as well.
Yeah, wow, look at this. 26th of April sees Pejman in a rematch versus the much anticipated debut at RWS for 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐃𝐈.
And then on the 3rd of May, the interim Rajadamnern Stadium minimum weight title will be up for grabs. The #1 contender, Kraduklek, will be taking on Sangfa. So from all of us here on RWS, we would like to wish you a happy new year, happy Songkran. This is Muay Thai, this is Rajadamnern. See you next week.